I'm gonna have to go. check, mic check. And we are testing. And we are live. Welcome to the Iron Lords podcast and the Lords of Gaming.net, episode number 172. And it's another glorious Sunday. We're back in front of the round table on the Lord's Day. I'm very excited about our special guest, and we've got Fall Guys Success, DCFanDome reveals, and BlackMythWukong to discuss, so we're going to get right into it. I want to introduce a Lord who has not only been a consistent star as a content creator, but at his very core defines what it means to be a true lover of multi-plat video games and anime. Whether it be his insightful Q&As or intellectual rant debates, all done with refreshing objectivity. Introducing the creator and host of the NeoGameSpark YouTube channel, the Q-Montu of anime and manga, and the tall Lord with glasses who always makes us be real about life for a hot second. Live from the Mecca of New York and making his debut into the realm of the Lords, my man, Lord NeoGameSpark. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing pretty good, man. Thank you. That intro is just damn. This man did his homework. This said the Q-Montu anime days. That's not a name I've heard in a long time.
If you got something, he gonna find it.
Oh, yeah,
absolutely.
You already know. Absolute pleasure. You are Lord at what you do. Good to finally have you in the realm. First of all, how you doing, man? What's been going on? What you been playing? What's been going on, man?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing great, man. It's an honor to be on this show.
Absolutely.
You know, it's amazing. Right now, what I'm playing, I'm going through, because we are objective multi-platform gamer. I'm playing a couple things, Ori and the Will of the Wisps. I'm playing that on my 1X. Going through The Last of Us Part 2, finishing that up to get like my final verdict. And Fall Guys, man. Those are the three things I've been focusing on as of late.
Fall Guys is amazing. I played that. I played that with Jack Mood till like 4 a.m.
Yeah, I was blazing last night. I saw you.
Okay.
No, it was bull because that tail game's so busted because it's like sometimes I feel like I can grab that tail like right up and then sometimes I have to like be right on them and I miss it and I just don't understand.
That man got paid in his way. No doubt. So we gonna get into the show.
No, it was me, Jack, and one other person, and Jack won, and of course he had to put that on Twitter. So
no doubt. They said we got the kung fu lip sync. I don't know what's going on, Google. So sorry.
Oh really?
Hopefully they don't boot us off
like last week. But anyway, hey, you already know we got the four horsemen of gaming. Those original lords of the realm here at the round table. My co-host, the co-most, my brother from another mother, the difficult game conqueror, Lord of reviews, and the how of the young wolf. My man, Lord Addict. How are we doing, sir?
doing pretty good. Still a little tired. I woke up at like 12:15, something like that, and I looked at the clock, and I was like, do I really need to do this podcast today?
Wow.
I was like, man, I'm tired. I don't need me to.
Yo, he about to be sending out those applications.
Yeah.
I'm new inspiring co-creator.
At like 8 o'clock and been just fine, but I don't know why. I went to bed at like 5 o'clock and I just woke up so tired.
Yeah, why not just playing Fall Guys all those hours?
But I went to bed way later and just been completely fine. I don't know.
And just finally caught up to you.
Yeah, it's just called getting old.
Time.
Man.
Damn, we got the time early. And of course, we have our most technical gaming lord, who lives for the single player selfish experience, and also the Nostradamus, Mr. Offline Profile Illuminati, and Lord Patron of the Iron Bank. My man, Lord Sovereign, how we doing, sir?
What's going on, man? I'm doing good. I feel awake. I don't know why you guys said I was not looking awake, but I feel
I
feel generally awake.
What's been going on, sir? Have you been a chance to play anything this week?
I have played. Let's see what I played this week. I played Microsoft's Flight Simulator.
Wow.
I did. I got it to download after like 3 days of
What's up with them 90 gigs, though? What's up with them 90 gigs, though?
I still Cognito playing that too.
Yeah, oh, you caught me. Oh, yeah, you saw
Yeah.
it.
I definitely caught you.
I ain't catching me playing into the Series X.
I tell
refuse.
you, I mean, it is gorgeous. It is absolutely gorgeous. Like I don't know of any other thing that I've seen that is that pretty. What excites me most is how they're going to use that tech in later games. Like I've heard a lot of people talk about Forza Horizon being able to use it, something like that. So, but I mean, Flight Simulator is just that. Like the good thing about it is that you can really cater the experience to how you want it. So if you want to play it sort of arcadey, you can do that. And if you know nothing about airplanes, you can still enjoy it that way. So it's cool. I'm going to get back into it. I played Battletoads. I liked it. It's
very polarizing.
People are putting it in the same breath as Streets of Rage 4.
They need to relax.
Let's not do that.
They need to relax.
They need to relax.
But I mean, it destroys Streets of Rage 4.
Oh, give him the fraud alert right now.
I mean,
first bad take of the day.
Damn, we got the time already.
I'm just saying, it's just a matter of opinion. You know, you want real polished, hot stuff. I'm just saying.
Wow. Continue, so before we move on. Time, please.
Time. Neil Mental with the $5 super chat.
Yes.
I'm late, but let's make sure we get into Cog's crazy eating habits today.
No. We're not going to do that, bro, because we was on the last. He talking about the last. Wait till it's my segment. I got him. He talking about the last word, and Ebontis don't put no condiments on his food. So I told him he's crazy.
Yeah.
So
what kind of condiments though? Like let's talk condiments.
No condiments. They are plain food, jaded people. We're gonna get into that later. We're gonna
there's a lot. Like there's very few things I actually eat condiments on.
Oh, you're another one of them. God damn.
No, you're a weirdo anyway.
A white thing.
You stupid. Anyway, that's been it.
You remember that time we gave him that boba tea? And
yes.
We ain't talking time.
It's nasty.
It doesn't matter. Time, no time. My segment always gets hijacked. It does not matter.
You did it.
I did it. You're the one that felt mad about
time.
I felt you go at me.
We got time constraints. I can't do that.
Yeah,
we got time. Neil's on a strict time schedule, y'all.
Let's go. Let's get it.
And of course we have.
I'm enjoying this.
I told you, Cognito. Neil's about to smoke. I told you.
Neil's about to smoke. And of course we have the Incredible Hulk of this, aka the Excess Gamer.
Ooh.
The Lord of Combat Sports. King of the statues, who demands nothing less than that premium experience. It is the leader of the Fraud Alert movement.
Ooh.
Beloved Lord King, how are you doing, sir?
I'm doing fantastic. Shout out to the great white shark, Alexander Povetkin.
I saw the highlight. You have me dying.
Boy, just when you thought it was safe to go back in the waters again. Your boy is still out there, 40 years old, and still handing out dynamite chunks of punches.
Boy.
Beautiful. I love that uppercut. I love the way he set it up with
I love
the jab.
the commentary with the uppercut.
Yeah, that was.
Yo, so wasn't it Vintage King?
Yo, it's Vintage King. It's Vintage King back in the day when we were all in the same room, laughing our behinds off at because King would do his own play-by-play. And whenever it went down the way he said, oh my God,
you're gonna hear it. Don't let it be your man that he predict is going under the rope and it go down, and he got to give you the funny play-by-play. You gotta laugh.
So being that we doing the social distancing, right? My man is on the camera, right? So I'm talking to him on the camera, right? And we talking back and forth, and he like, yeah, white got him, son. And I said, oh. You really think so, eh?
You doing the voice too. I was dying.
I said, this is the time when Povetkin turns it up on him. Yo, when he knocked him out, I said, yo, just make sure you cash at me that 200.
Yo, Povetkin is Andrew Galata without the box punches. Like that's who he is. He's Galata without the box punches.
Yeah, Galata has so much potential. He has so much potential.
Yeah, but
what you been playing, sir?
Oh man. Okay. Well,
everything he's about to say is on Game Pass.
Yeah, let me just put the Game Pass emoji up right now. Let's put it up right now. You're right, Adam. Let me just get it ready.
Right
there we go. Here's the Game Pass segment.
First of all, shout out to Phil Dominus, Maximus Spencer, soon to be Aurelius. I actually saw this man drop Flight Simulator and Battletoads. Y'all thought y'all was gonna get it, and then I didn't get none of that smoke. Remember all that ha ha he he kiki coo coo coo, all that stuff that y'all was doing about Battletoads, this, that, and the third. Then when you saw it, he was like, oh, this is a Saturday morning cartoon.
I mean, how can you get the smoke? Like you don't really like attack people like that, so people scared him.
Well, he kind of shut down the whole Twitter.
They usually jump on my timeline with that BS.
But you know what it is? All that Battletoads talk about trash. Like, nah, like that is objectively, like, if you just think you just hating to hate. Like,
well, I mean, some people don't like it though. I have seen some reviews.
They have terrible taste in games.
Oh my god!
Terrible, absolutely terrible taste in games. First, I can tell you the difference from when we played the game at E3. When we played the game at E3 and I was talking to the developers, it didn't have any voiceovers.
Okay.
All right. So it was just literally just text on the screen. The music stayed rocking. The frame rate and everything was solid. Everything you saw there was solid. They added an extra sheen to it, to the X. Yeah. With the parallax scrolling. And that's what I saw from it. But then when I saw the cartoon addition to it, it took it up another notch. They went above and beyond. And this is what I asked for Microsoft. If this is your one of your franchise, one of your pillars, whatever, a game that's coming out of your house, right? They double checked it, they looked at it, they heard all the memes, they saw all the stuff, and this gives me hope for other stuff coming later. But they actually put out a very good quality title that had a ton of question marks around it. Now, it might not be your cup of tea, but you cannot say that the game isn't one of the best side-scrolling beat-em-ups modern that we've gotten lately.
I heard it's solid. My only issue.
So I have one question for you, Dean. One question. I haven't played Battletoads yet, so sell me on it, man. Sell me on it. Why do I need?
I ain't gotta start you on that.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
If you don't take the shrimp at the buffet, that's on you, bro. I ain't got nothing to do with you. No.
Hold up.
You ain't eating from the buffet?
We're not doing the diversion, all right? We're not doing the diversion, all right?
You're not eating from the buffet.
You're saying the sole reason to play this game is because it's in Game Pass.
Hell yeah.
It's all you need to know.
Okay, are we condoning any type of Game Pass fodder? Are we implying that any level of quality game is good because it's a Game Pass?
No, I say this,
It's only
right?
$1.
I play Neon Abyss recklessly all damn day long. I would have never played that game if it wasn't in Game Pass. I purchased the game because the game was lit. All right, I purchased the Messenger because the game was lit. If I never tried any of these 16-bit games that was never going to get my money,
I feel that.
if it wasn't in Game Pass. And at the same time, new Super Lucky Tail came out. That's what you, man.
I'm done.
I'm out here, baby.
I'm done. You're out of control.
I'm not gonna lie. I did play Battletoads for like an hour or so. So it's like half the campaign. And I'll tell you
Half the campaign.
I'll say this: it's a lot better than I expected it to be.
Okay.
Like, I was expecting it, like with the memes running around, the Xbox game template, 69 on Metacritic. I was expecting it to be terrible, but I played it and I actually am really enjoying a lot of it. I really am. I think it's cool. The lack of online co-op is definitely a deal breaker for me long term.
Yes, that's what
I think that's part of the reason why a lot of people like this game, unless they do some type of an update where they add it in, it's literally gonna live and die, and that's gonna be end of it. That's all she wrote.
See, Neo, that's what I'm talking about. The only thing I'm upset with them is that, and this has happened again when they had a kind of solid side scroller, co-op joint like a Cuphead. How is the online not in this? How, like, that to me is inexcusable for that type of game. You could really extend the life of the game. Imagine if co-op, if Cuphead's co-op online was there, if Battletoads 3-player online co-op. Now you're getting that engagement and people playing together, and it's just like, it's kind of like, damn, this is a Microsoft Studio joint. Like,
to be honest with you,
the
moment.
Sorry, yeah, he's right.
Kid Smooth with the $5 super chat. Sup ILP? What's up, Neo? Continue.
Kid Smooth, what's up, man?
Shout out to the best bot.
Woo!
To be honest with you, when I heard about the thing going on with it not having a multiplayer thing and going on launch, it like right there already. Nope, not playing it.
For a lot of people, that's a complete deal breaker, and I can understand why Streets of Rage will rank higher than that. And also, Streets of Rage also has ties to our soul, So I was
so does Battletoads, right? And Battletoads, let me be clear. It absolutely 100% improves upon that old formula, like that old. It 100% improves upon that.
I feel like something as iconic as Battletoads
needs
and the fact that we didn't have that years ago, that you can have that now.
Yeah.
They're like,
people
yo, let's
keep
not
talking
do it.
like iconic is yo. Did you play them old games?
I never.
No,
really
they were. They
hard to have.
I got
horrible.
So are we gonna say that it's not iconic?
No, it's not to me.
It's iconic because of how bad it was and difficult it was.
That was all it was. If you were able to beat that game back in the day, you got a badge. That's like it was our Dark Souls.
Yeah.
It was our Souls game. It was literally.
So are you inferring that it's the Dark Souls before Dark Souls?
Did you play it? Yo, bro.
Wait a minute, is that Trucker Hat Addict? Is that Trucker Hat Addict? Addict's
That's
World?
my guy.
Addict?
We have the hat. We have the hat. We just
Where's
don't
the
have
overalls?
Where's the overalls, sir?
Look, man. I have to order them. I have to order them. All right, I have to order. I'm going to next week. You're going to get the hat and the overalls Addict. But
yo, these Trucker
the hat and the overalls.
Dude, do I get the wife beater?
No, hold up. The hat with the overalls with Addict with the seat. That's what you're going to
get. No shirt. You going no shirt?
No, he going Hillbilly Jim. He going Hillbilly Jim.
Man, you guys are doing too much.
Let's go.
Neo shaking his head like, what podcast am I doing?
What did I sign
You
up
don't know
for?
what he's getting into in the road. Anyway, so that's been it, King, pretty much the matter.
Yeah, that and Destiny, like, oh,
you already know. And of course, we have the gaming ninja himself, the Shinobi, LordCognito, spreading that realness in the realm of the ILP. Not telling you what you want to hear, but what you need to hear. Shout out to the last word. We had the iconic Destiny artist, the Gamma Trap, absolutely hilarious. Shout out to Neo Ben too. Shout out to it bust out into like a food episode. I don't know how it did. It was kind of hilarious, and we started talking about E's choices on food and condiments.
Yeah, because you rude.
Yeah, I'm rude. I'm very rude.
You're rude.
Yeah, I'm very rude. I'm very rude. You know me. I'm very opinionated and passionate. So, yeah, we had to talk about that. So, shout out to them. Been doing my solstice grind. I'm on the last steps. Got that rocking. Also, like, Solve, I tried Flight Simulator. That thing was 90 gigs, and my PC was like, yo, what is going on in here? Ultra high settings. What did you try to do? Yo, it was lit. So,
where's the first place you went to?
Actually, I was just doing some basic junk. I just put in like JFK and, you know what I'm saying, different airports and simulating flights and stuff like that. But the real-time streaming with the almost like that, not Google, but like Bing Maps or whatever it is they're using is truly phenomenal tech. So I get it. You know, shout out to, I gotta plug my dudes right now. Shout out to LordsOfGaming.net because shout out to Rage Vice. Got a tremendous review up on LordsOfGaming.net right now. Please check that out. That's what put it over for me to at least try it. You know, and then I started to see the public response, and I'm like, yo, okay, this is something. So they need to get that out for the Time. Okay, here we go.
We have a super chat from Everborn Saga. If Battletoads had online, it'd be an insta 85.
It's 85 now. What the hell are you talking about?
it would help. You know what I'm saying? So
it would be a 90.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Oh, but now he's doing too much. Anyway,
I'm telling you, I love the animation on that.
They said it's a cartoon.
Beautiful.
It is. Yeah, he said it's a straight up cartoon, Nickelodeon. Like I respect it. But other than that, and Solve Ghost of Tsushima, I'm on final act 3.
Oh my god,
that going. You know,
I might have to bend the knee to you.
I actually haven't played more of it. I fell off. But guess what I'm excited about?
Which one?
Guess what I'm excited about?
Well, let me hear.
I want to play that 4-player.
Oh, the 4-player car, son!
Legends!
I'm in.
Son.
So what happened?
These people gonna play that for like 20 minutes.
Why
you know
you
what
get
the
front
funny
alert?
thing is, King? You know what the funny thing is, King? These people gonna play 20 minutes of that and just drop that out.
Yeah, he said that. He said that when I was going to do that, and I'm not about to finish Ghost of Tsushima.
I never said that.
Listen,
this is Addict talking now. I never said that last.
I respect you, Cock. I think I'm gonna have to bend the knee to you. I swear. If you
can
finish this game before the PlayStation 5 comes out,
you gave me motivation because you was like, "Oh, they never gonna finish that."
But this dude sovereign over here,
King, your best friend Christopher Hart said in the chat. So 72 is now 85.
Listen. I don't see what he said in the chat because I can't see it if it's not in color.
Oh my god! Moving on. We gotta get moved. Definitely time. Shout out to Javier McCain. Yeah, man. So that's been pretty much it for me. But look, we got to get moving. So now that we got to what the Lords have been playing, all that good stuff, I want to start with Lord NeoGameSpark. His video game system history, his journey as a content creator, and of course, what led him to creating his outstanding YouTube channel. So, Lord Neo, let's start from the very beginning, man. Like, what was some of the first video game systems you had, and what got you into gaming?
Yeah, of course. So it started out as most of my gaming experiences did in the 90s. My dad just came home with a console, and he's just like, here.
Oh, salute to Pops.
Beautiful.
Woo! Yeah, straight up. He was just like, he came home one day with a Super Nintendo, and it had Monopoly, and I forget which Mario was on it, but we had both of those. And so literally it was just 3-year-old me trying to figure out how to play Monopoly. And
you started you young.
Yeah. 3 years old. Respect. 3 years old, trying to play Monopoly, and that didn't go nowhere. But I like the idea of gaming, so we ended up getting an N64 a few years later, and I think like my first big video game experience was playing Zelda Ocarina of Time, and then from there I was just hooked. I mean, I didn't beat the game until like 3 years later, because like, you know how when you're younger and you play a game and you think it's like 40-50 hours long, and then you revisit it as an adult, it's like 4 hours.
Yep.
Yeah. Where did that come from? So that's how it started out. I started out gaming with the Super Nintendo into the N64, and then I started branching out into other genres. The PS2 was where I first started, like, it really started to click, like, yo, this is for me, you know, because I started playing a lot of JRPGs, you know, Final Fantasy X, Kingdom Hearts, and then ironically I went back to experience the ones that I didn't on the Super Nintendo.
Gotcha.
But like, I always had that like hobby. I knew from that point, like, yo, this is gonna be with me until the day I die. Like, I'm not giving up gaming. The YouTube content creation, that started. I had the idea of doing it a year after YouTube opened, because, you know, when you first figure out YouTube, you're like, yo, what is this site? You know, you had all the other websites. They had video players, but it was a website dedicated to doing content.
Correct.
And I thought it was interesting. And, you know, I was a bored kid in middle school going into high school, so I just started uploading random videos, you know, like whenever there was trailers for games I was looking forward to on like IGN or GameSpot, whatever, game trailers. Oh man, y'all remember game trailers?
Yeah. Son, yo, I remember that. Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I would upload those things, and I guess from uploading those videos, the ones that really got a lot of traction were the ones related to anime, so like Dragon Ball and Naruto. And so people really enjoyed those. We got to talking in the comment sections, and for me, it was like, yo, these are people that I really vibe with, because I had folks in the real who I was cool with at the time. Yeah. But you know how you have people who you cool with outside, and then you have your boys. Yes. You just connect. You talk about like whatever, like y'all do at the beginning of the podcast. Just talk about whatever, your crazy food habits, all that. You know. So I started meeting those people, and then one day, since I was really big into playing import games, there was a Naruto game that came out in Japan. I imported it. I had the freeloader, and then Nintendo they patched it out, and I was like so pissed off. And then someone sent me a link like, yo, here's how you can play the games. Hack your Wii. And I uploaded a tutorial video showing people how to hack their Wii.
Let's get it.
I'm surprised Nintendo didn't show up on your front porch.
Oh man, they tried to get me for a few things, but wow, that was my first on-camera video. This was circa summer 2008.
Wow.
And from there, like, that was the first time I ever recorded a video, edited a video, uploaded it, and it was just.
But let me stop you for a second, because you started so young, in my opinion. Like you didn't have. I guess my question for you, because again, I'm older, so I gotta ask these younger generation questions. like you didn't have any fear to just for putting yourself out there like that. Like, you would just like, what just said, you know what, I'm gonna do it, and I don't care what people think or whatever. Like, what gave you that confidence?
Well, I did have a fear. It's called having an Ethiopian mother. If she ever did find out I was doing
so you was doing this on the slide.
I was doing it very low key until one day, like when you start doing camera videos and recording, you know, people start hearing like, yo, you talking to yourself?
It really be like that. Like,
That's a good point. So like, they never walked in while you was doing it, or like, how did the discovery happen?
So the discovery happened one day. My mom walked in. I was talking to a camera. She's like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "I don't know what to tell her." Like,
what was it live?
No, it wasn't live. So this was like 2008. So I was actually just recording the video for it. And then I was just like, I'm uploading videos online, and my mom, she's watched tons of Dateline To Catch a Predator, and she's like, no.
She like, they not getting my little boy. They not getting my little boy.
Not my baby. Not my baby.
Yo, why are you uploading videos to internet? No, you can't do this. Yo. But, I got a ton of funny stories with me and my mom back and forth in the formative years. I'll tell you about that later. But so confidence-wise, I guess it was because there was really no one around doing this sort of thing. That's why I didn't have any fear of uploading. But if I had to pick like an inspiration, I grew up watching, G4 and all those things. And I like the idea of, them just talking about games. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, this is it. This is what we're looking forward to. Like, that stuff was great. So I wanted to do the same thing. And I just started uploading, and I thought nothing of it. And then people started watching the videos, and, the early days of YouTube, I mean, for a lot of the younger cats out there, they might not understand why it's so nostalgic for us older, but it's like when it's something new, uncharted waters, uncharted territory. It was beautiful. It was so beautiful.
That's what's up, bro.
Apologies, Neo. We have Squirrely Dan with the $5 super chat. Got my baby girl gaming before she could walk. I need a partner in these streets. So you have
that's what's up.
Squirrely Dan, the setup man.
Salute to Squirrely. You already know, but yeah, man, that was crazy. And then like you weren't originally NeoGameSpark. You went through a name change. Any history, any backstory with that? Q-Mon?
This man changed like I had a transition or something.
not like that.
We went from Saiyan to Super Saiyan.
No, but you had a big name change. Like I was like, what is the history behind the original name?
Of course, so again, I was when I created my first account, I was like 14 years old, and I was really big into Naruto. So I was thinking of some type of screen name that would click. Well, I didn't want to do the usual XX Naruto X Rasengan XX like. It sounds like a porn site or something. But the name change, how it happened was I had already been through 2 accounts because YouTube back in the day, they could strike your channel down. No questions asked. So I wanted to have like another channel as a backup, but I wanted to make it I wanted to like centralize it around gaming. So originally I wanted it to be called like GameSpark. So it sounds like a game show, you know what I'm saying? That's what I wanted to do. That name was taken. So I'm just sitting here thinking, yo, what am I gonna make? And blah blah blah. And either it was the YouTube creation system that came up with a name like an autofill, or I had just got done watching The Matrix. I haven't figured out.
The deal. Okay. I get it. I see the vibes.
Right. So I just came up. I'm like NeoGameSpark, and I made that channel, and I thought nothing of it for an entire year because I'm like, I'm good. I had success on the second channel until that got struck down. And I was like, all right, backup channel it is. And literally from 2009 until now, that's
what it's been. Oh, that's what's up, man. Salute. Tremendous day, tremendous history. Always fun to hear those stories. And then obviously I got to instigate, as I said, pre-show. I mean, one thing that you are known for, besides video games, obviously, is the anime. You know what I'm saying? You do things like I thought, which was really cool, the subs versus dubs. You know what I'm saying? I thought that's really cool. You also do a lot of Q&A live blogging.
I don't even know why that's an argument. I don't know why people care what you listen to stuff.
Here we go. This is what I was waiting for.
Like, no, this isn't a shot at him because I don't know how he feels about that. But I literally cannot grasp why people care what you watch anime in, subs or dubs.
I didn't realize until I watched Leo's video. I didn't realize how passionate it is.
Oh no, it's serious.
It's crazy.
Really? Because again,
I've seen people argue about it for hours.
Listen, we just did that on the statue show on Friday.
Really?
On Dog Pathu X, because they was putting up Naruto statues, and I was saying that's the my greatest anime series ever.
Right.
And one dude just was like, how the hell could you say that? There's One Piece, there's Berserk. And I said, okay, statistics say in the United States that is the number one next to Dragon Ball Z 1 or 2 flip-flop a given week anime that's in America. That don't make it the best. I said, I'm just going to statistics and beating your little fake facts.
I've seen, because I do TikTok, and I've seen I follow a lot of content creators.
Do TikTok?
No.
What do you do? What you doing on TikTok? You dancing on TikTok?
Time on King. But you know, so I remember one time, you know, they'll do like reactions to people that's never watched something, and you know how many times I've like scrolled through the comments and people are like, "But you're watching it dubbed," so I just completely scrolled by.
Wow.
And I'm just like,
it is crazy culture to me. You know, I don't have much experience. I'm pretty much an anime fraud, but I just thought it was interesting. You know what I mean? So like, tell us about that. Just, you know, expanding your channel with the anime side and these type of debates and Q&A stuff that you do.
Yeah, so that the subs versus dubs video you're talking about, I think I made that like 8 years ago. Now that I think about it, so it was a long time ago. So I don't really even remember what I said in it, but how that happened was since I like talking about Naruto, since around me there was a few people who liked the anime, but if I'm just gonna be real about life for a second, they were too into that. Like, I'm talking like, yo, I like Naruto. I have like the headbands and stuff I put in my room, but these people, they was bringing that to school. They
you talking about the kids running with their arms back?
Yo, I'm talking. I mean, it's not. It is real. So literally, like, I would, you know, like, I would bring my I'm not sure if y'all familiar with the Shonen Jump magazine. You know, Japanese manga. It used to come out every month here, and you know, I had a tradition. You know, every Tuesday I'd go pick it up from the grocery store, Stop and Shop, and I come and I bring it to school. And I remember one day, shout out to Stop and Shop, New York. One day I brought that to school, and when I say like, I guess because I had closed it on the lunch table to talk to a friend, I saw someone just pass by, and he, like when I said he came over my shoulder, he's like, "Oh my god, is that Naruto? Oh my god, like, where did you get that from?" And I was like.
so you just screamed that over your shoulder
straight up.
But she was like, "Man, you need to shut up."
And I didn't even know at the time. I was like, "Oh yeah, it's Naruto." And they had like a Japanese culture club in our middle school, which was supposed to be about learning about, you know, Japanese culture and things like that. Nah, man, they straight up turned that into an anime club.
Yo, this is crazy, man. It's so crazy how much influence all this stuff has and how big of a subculture it is. It is. Again, just watching your chat, watching your videos, and seeing that stuff. You know, obviously, Addict he's my resource. When I need to know what's going on. But it's really cool.
It looks like he's got a DBZ poster behind him. I see a DBZ and a Kingdom Hearts. I don't know what that middle one is. It looks like Full Metal.
No, DBZ, Kingdom Hearts, and that's Persona 5.
Persona 5. Oh, okay.
We got a $5 super chat from the Wazo Gamer. I saw Addict's TikTok. He's dancing to Carly Rae Jepsen, flexing his PCL. Bit of advice, Addict: short shorts work on girls, not on grown men.
Wow. No, we got. I don't even know if we should pull that up. It is Sunday. So Lord's
Yo, Wazo Gamer, he be in his bag, sir. He comes with his title.
We ain't fighting what I use and don't use. Okay.
Neither confirming
your overalls. Did you get the short versions or did you get the?
We're not talking about time.
Moving on back to Neo. But so another thing I want to talk about, obviously, is kind of like, you know, as far as one of your bigger videos. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, the Xbox One X, the 21-day, quarantine. And that just took off for you. So like I wanted to say, like, what kind of inspired that? Because primarily I would say you were primarily like a PlayStation gamer, and you know, not that you never played Xbox at all, but you kind of went away from it this gen. So what made you say, okay, let me do this? And then obviously the Xbox All Access program, I believe you mentioned.
Real quick. Got a $2 super chat from Stitch. Ghost in the Shell, still the GOAT to me.
No doubt.
You know, that's one of the only animes I actually ain't ever watched.
Yep. Salute, Stitch. But back to Neo. You know what I'm saying? So let's talk about that one. That 21-day quarantine. Xbox One X.
Yeah. Oh, you're giving me too much credit, bro. I had no idea when I made this video. I just recorded it, uploaded it, and I went to bed, bro.
Really?
He was trying to get the smoke. That's what he was trying to do. Make an Xbox video. That's what he was trying to do.
It was immediate though, because I saw it right on my front page of YouTube, and I was like, "What the heck?"
It's because I saw it because one of the executives at Microsoft shared. I can't remember which one. Might have been them all by the end of it. So I think it was Major Nelson. I think I saw it from him.
Yeah. How it came to be was, you know, during this lockdown, by the time I had hit the second month, like I was kind of getting bored of everything. You know, I had exhausted all the games that I wanted to play, reading, shows. I was just like, I want to do something different, man. So I was on Twitter, and a gaming deal site tweeted that the Xbox One X was on sale for $299. Here's how you can get it for $0. I'm like,
okay, $0. Right.
So I go and I look, and I find the Xbox All Access program. You know, the short version of it. It's like a phone contract. $0 down. You just pay like $20, $30 monthly, and I got the system.
Just to stop. That was through the site, or that was. Oh, okay, cool. Continue.
So that was through. This is something Microsoft officially does. You can get it via Amazon, and they just added Best Buy. Unfortunately, right now it's kind of shaky given the situation, so I don't really think they're offering it. But they did say next gen they're going to focus.
And I do think that with the Xbox One and the Xbox One X, I think that was like a test trial because I think they were trying to like get all the program exactly how they want because I feel like they're going to push this hardcore next gen.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Time. Give me a second.
Yes.
Game over, Brian, with the $5 super chat. King, I'm enjoying my new TCL 65-inch. And where's Mario?
Oh, I don't know why you're enjoying that, but you know Mario is
oh my God. I just see him on the left of the stats.
Oh God. Yeah, right there.
Hello,
at least he's leaving. Like he's about to leave the room. So we're good with that. No, King, he needs to keep this trajectory and go up those stairs next week.
He was coming downstairs. He went upstairs to go get a drink of juice.
He went upstairs to get the boxes of the knee soft gonna have you next week.
Nah, he wants us to do 2-hour podcast doing Nintendo Direct rumors. That's what he wants.
Apologies, Neil. Back to you, as you were saying.
You good?
That was good.
So go back to it. So I got the Xbox, and this is my first time with an Xbox product since 2012 because the last Xbox game I had played was Halo 4. So it had been 8 years, and I was interested to see what it was, what was hitting for, and I played it, and I made a video saying, hey, I had the Xbox One X. I did like a 21-day challenge, uploaded that video, and then the next day I got a text message from my brother. And it was a screenshot of a conversation he was having with his friends, and they sent the link in the group chat saying, "Yo, is this your brother?"
Yo.
And at first I was just like, maybe, through friends of a friend, someone shared the video. And I go and check that video. It was already at like 20,000 views. Wow. And I'm like, oh, okay. Wow. Again, I thought nothing of it. And then literally a few hours later, I get a Twitter notification. It was a tweet of my video from Major Nelson saying, I watched the video, really enjoyed it. This is great. And then like all these other Xbox executives start sharing it. I was like, what? Wow. And then literally I go back on YouTube. It's already at 110,000 views. Wow. I think on the second or third day. And I'm just like, all right, this is going crazy. And literally, I guess what drew a lot of people to the video was, I guess the honesty and just nonchalant. Like I have no agenda in this. I'm just a friend who I picked up an Xbox. I gave you all my experiences of it. I still like a lot of things about other systems, but Xbox is just a great platform to play games on.
But I just have one question for you, Neo.
Yes.
I just got one serious question. Just first thing come out of your mind when I say this. Who did that for you?
Something. This is the Iron Realm exclusive. In the mail.
When I saw the video pop up on my timeline, right, and I'm watching the video, and my girl walked past. She's like, "Oh, you found somebody?" I said, I subbed to him right now, and I said his frank candidness and pure objectivity when it came to the subject matter was astounding at that point, because you really went there with different thoughts and was proven to have a different view after you finished. Not saying you was right or wrong. It was just that you was like, wow, this was not what I expected. But the big thing that you did in the beginning of that video is you said that they allowed you to get into an ecosystem with no money down on something that you were curious about. And I think that was the main selling part of your video, because it allowed people to understand that you found a program that probably nobody knew about, and you said, let me see. And when you was like, it's probably fake, and it was real, and I seen the shock in your face. Just like, and it came and I got it, and I was like, yes. And I felt real. I felt your videos made me feel like I knew you. and it was very personable, and you come off as a very honest, personable person. Yeah. And I said, you know what? He definitely has my sub. Absolutely. And I started watching other videos, and that from there, just right there.
What I enjoyed about go ahead and we got a $2 super chat from Squirrely Dan. Yo, Mario's creeping hard today, King.
Yeah, yo, he's kind of crazy today. I don't know what's going on.
What I enjoyed about the video is like a lot of people would have just focused on the negativity. It's like clearly if you would have went on there and just said, got no games, I don't know why, and I don't even know why I bought this. Yeah. Like, you know, then it would have been like, you know, your standard thing. But you know, it clearly looked like you went into that. It was like, look, this is already known. I don't have to say this for 30 minutes. It's like let's highlight the stuff it does have. Sure, it doesn't have games. That's huge. It needs to improve on the quality of games. But let's give people an insight of what it does offer as a brand in general.
And just to double down on what King said, it's funny that King caught the same thing that I caught, which was first of all, the strength of the video is the objectivity. And just coming in there with no bias, just all right, let me just throw it on, let me see what it is, you know, whatever, right? But the cool part about it, I felt, is that me and King have always had this discussion as far as the hardcore gamer versus the majority of gamers, right? And I thought what was cool was like you kept tabs on it. You said you always kept tabs. You kept, you know, looking whatever. You knew and then when a deal came that kind of struck your nerve, you're like, you know what? Let me try it. And I just think it highlights how important Xbox All Access is and how they need to do a better job of promoting that. Because if they could get someone like you who was familiar in the 360 area with it, but kind of fell away from Xbox and say, you know, PlayStation's kind of where I get these great exclusive games and I'm over here. But if they can somehow manage to push that into the forefront where it's in the mind share, hey, all access, you could walk out this store right now. I think they're doing themselves a disservice not to promote that, because I think they'll see more situations like yours where people will actually give the console a chance and actually say, yo, this thing actually is not that bad for what people are saying, and it performs well, and so on and so forth. So I thought that part was pretty cool.
Because a lot of people are more comfortable with going into a store or something and just picking something out that they don't have to pay for all at once. Like a lot of people are comfortable with that.
Absolutely.
Shout out to my cell phone.
Program, I mean, just to finish up on All Access, it's great because at first I was looking in the fine print, like, yo, where's the catch? This guy, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm looking, but when you break everything down, the price of the console combined with the price of Game Pass Ultimate, it's the exact same thing. So it's not like you're losing out. So if Microsoft is smart, they are going to push this next generation.
And I think they're going to.
Yeah, if you can get someone into that ecosystem in the beginning, and let's say the console's going to be more expensive. We know that. Let's say they pay $45, $50 a month. That's still really good because you'll have that paid off in like 2 years' time.
Right.
And then you'll own the system and it'll be great.
Right. Yeah.
I got a question.
I remember when that was sorry, King, but I remember when that was initially being talked about. You know, a lot of people gave them a lot of hectic because it is technically cheaper to get that and to get the services alongside them than it is just to buy the console and pay for like regular.
Yeah, but it's the smarter way, but a lot of people don't have the credit to do so. But the question I have for you, right? Did you get in on the deal that you're able to send your X back if you want a Series X?
Yeah, because that's supposed to be the evolution of the
and you can ship that out and then send you, because those people that's in that program has priority over everyone.
So I'm
bless you.
Not familiar if there was a different program different than the one I have, because when I signed up, they said you're able to upgrade to the Series X after the equivalent of 18 months of payment.
Right.
Payment comes to, in my case, because I pay like I think 25, 30 a month, it comes to like 300 something.
Right.
So, I mean, I'm eligible if I wanted to, which I think I am going to do once I hit the 18 months, because, you know, not to get into the whole PS5 Series X. Right now, there's no incentive for me to go and get the Series X since I just got the One X. So give it like a year and a half when all the games stop coming out for the One X. That'll be the perfect
transition for you.
Not checking out. Because, you know, a console is never just the $500 you spend, like 500 in games and all that. So,
But
time, y'all.
We have a
Neo on the time.
Thank you, dear. Thank you so much. Yeah. This is for you. This is perfect Shogun with the $10 super chat. Yeah. Hey Neo, I actually first found you through your Elite V2 video and followed you ever since. Congrats on your recent success, including your guest spot on Unlocked. Welcome to the realm, bro.
Oh, thank you, Shogun.
Perfect transition, brother.
And shout out to everybody I've seen a lot of supporters in the comments. Yes. Thank you so much, y'all.
Perfect transition, because that's literally what I was gonna ask you next. And it's just like, let's talk about that magic moment, brother. Like,
oh man,
you know, like I call it like the equivalent of being called up to the big leagues. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got the call, you know what I'm saying, Lord Ryan McCaffrey, the whole, you know, like it's like the ESPN of video games in a way. We've all been watching them for a long time. So what was it like to get that call, to be up there celebrated with your peers, you know, and just the whole magic, the spectacle of being on IGN Unlocked, your boy NeoGameSpark.
So how this all came to be is there were a lot of people in the comment section saying like, yo, you need to get on this podcast, you need to get on that podcast. And I'm always like, hey, if you guys want me to get on a podcast, just hit up the respective podcast creators and we'll work something out.
Yeah.
So people, I don't know if this was coordinated or not, but people kept tweeting at Ryan McCaffrey, get Neo on. And I keep seeing it in my mentions and I'm like, all right, whatever. And then I get a follow from Ryan McCaffrey.
Woo!
And I'm like, all right, okay, let's see what this is. And I retweeted that person's comment saying, hey, Ryan McCaffrey, let's set something up. And he's like, sure, I'd love to have you on. I'm like,
oh,
all right,
let's get it.
So we start coordinating times, and I was like yeah, we'll set something up because you know they produce episodes like weeks out at a time in terms of scheduling. So I wasn't expecting anything until he hit me up the day before saying, yo, last minute, can you be on Unlock tomorrow? And I was like, all right, sure, I'll get on the show. And we go on, and it was so funny, and why that episode was so significant is the news about Halo Infinite being delayed dropped literally during the recording of the podcast. And Ryan was like, yo, we got big news right now. I haven't told anybody. Halo Infinite got delayed. So it was like kind of a genuine reaction from everybody. But how it came to be, and I always say this, I try to be 100% transparent and humble. It happened because of the amazing members of the community. They pushed for this. And, you know, like I always say, you know, like I put in the work, but it's the people who really appreciate it. And that will be the story that's told, you know, from, you know, now until the end of time. So I have nobody to thank but all the amazing folks who made that happen.
And it's a testament to you. It's a testament to your hard work. And it's a testament, again, like you said, to your community that said, you know what, you would be a great representative to be on the show. You know what I'm saying? And it's also salute to them too for you know, actually following through. You know, because sometimes we, as smaller content creators, sometimes you feel like, damn, you know, wish I got a shot sometimes or whatever. But to see it, you know, was really refreshing to see. So salute to you on that.
I will say this though, just a big shout out to Ryan McCaffrey in terms because I mean we've seen this all throughout, especially the past couple of months with representation and all that.
Yes,
Ryan McCaffrey has been one of the better allies that we've had in terms of actually giving people a shot on the show. Like he's followed through and he's put a ton of people on. Which is more than I can say about some of the other sites.
Let's keep it a buck. You know, you know where we come from, and like I said, it's refreshing. It's so refreshing to see that. And continue, King.
No, well, the way he represented himself there, and represented our community.
Yes,
it was a moment. Because I saw it on Unlock and it popped up and I was like, there go my man right there. Right? I was like, there he go right there. Salute. I tuned in, I watched a little bit of it, and I was like, that's what I'm talking about right there.
Absolutely.
You know, 100% professional.
Salute, bro. That was dope. So we're going to move on. Gotta ask the question that we ask all the members of the realm when they come here, Lord Neo. I need your top 5 video games or franchises of all time. No pressure.
Oh, Lord. See, I get this question asked at least every stream. I don't know if I keep changing it, but I'm just going to spitball a few of them. So my all-time favorite RPG has got to be Chrono Trigger.
Yo, my boy Bonds is going to love you right now. Chrono Trigger, strong.
Chrono Trigger. That, like, to me, there hasn't been anything that's reached the same pinnacle of that. In addition to that, these go back and forth, and it's kind of funny because of their numbers. You know, flip them one way or another. Final Fantasy 6 and Final Fantasy 9.
Woo! Shut up, Sam. I don't need all that extra woo from you, sir. He didn't have 7, but we're gonna forgive him. We're gonna forgive him.
Yeah. Let's go into this Brap super chat real quick. $10 super chat from Brap. Salute, Lords. Woo! Cog that new Brap Lobo t-shirt. Mad love to the ILP.
He's a fool. He know what he's talking about. Salute the Brap for being messy. Salute. Wow. So we got so you got the Chrono Trigger. You said flips between Final Fantasy 6 and Final Fantasy 9. Okay. Yeah. So that'll go in the 2 spot. Okay, cool. Yep.
Right.
Number 3.
So number 3, I would have to say, man, I got to give it to CD Projekt God's The Witcher 3.
Solve is loving you right now.
Right now,
it's like Solve's all-time favorite guest right now.
You're just spitting his list.
Yeah, you just spit his ball. You throw Red Dead in there. I'm gonna.
Are we sure they didn't talk before this?
Yeah,
this is what you're gonna say.
What do you say? Don't hate.
If he said Red Dead, he getting the.
If he said Red Dead, you know this is a permanent Solve guest.
The Iron Bank does not dish out payment; it receives payment.
Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy 6, Witcher 3.
All right then. All right. So I mean, because I'm a big RPG player. I mean, that's kind of the reason why I only complete like 3 games a year, because they're all like 200+ hour games. But I would say, like, just to mix it up, one of my other all-time favorite games, Devil May Cry 3.
Okay.
Ooh, unique.
They released it on the Switch and they added in a bunch of new content. Yes. Like, yo, I don't know who said for this to happen, but thank you.
Wait, hold on. What platform you played that on, sir?
Buddy.
Yeah.
What platform was that, sir? I just want you to repeat that for the masses, because they need to know.
Don't you dare! You don't have to fool.
No, I'm just saying. What platform?
You don't have
the
to
extra,
do none of that.
What platform added the extra features,
Don't
sir?
listen to none.
I just want to hear Neo. I just want to hear Lord Neo repeat.
Time.
Lord Neo, what platform is that, sir?
Oh, he's going to get his Switch, man. This is bull.
On this guy right here.
Whoa! Talk that talk. Switch coming in hot. Let's go.
Look, he left. He officially left the podcast, so let's kick him out now.
Let me ask you a question. So, before you was using your Switch, you didn't need glasses, and then after you used your Switch,
he messed
up. We got Brad with the $2 super chat. Chrono Cross is greater than Chrono Trigger.
Whoa,
that is
easy.
That is bad take number 2.
Easy,
Brad.
Wow.
Easy.
I appreciate Chrono Cross. Like it is kind of a hot mess, but nah, come on now.
Yeah, we might have to fraud alert you on that one. So we got that Devil May Cry in the final one. The fifth.
See, this is why I hate doing the top 5, because for me, everything in my top 10 is kind of like interchangeable because games I love so much. Mm-hmm. But if I had to pick one more game to throw into that, just one. Mm-hmm. One more. All right, so this game it ranks lower on my top 10 list, but I've already said so many RPGs, so I'm not going to throw that into the mix. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna have to say Dino Crisis.
Wow. That's a first. Wow. Crisis, why Dino Crisis? I gotta hear this.
So there were a lot of games growing up to me that they really affected me in my formative years. And as a kid growing up, I love dinosaurs, I love Jurassic Park, I love all these things. And then to play that from Capcom, I'm just like, yep, I'm sold on it. I don't know out there with all these Resident Evil spinoffs that they're making, and dinosaurs plus high def graphics. Why don't you give this to us?
That is true. What about that? I think it was at the Microsoft game third party show. They showed like some dinosaur, almost like it had a Dino Crisis feel to it. Did you know what I'm talking about? It was
the one that looked like Turok. It was
like a co-op dinosaur joint. I forgot the name of it, but I'll get you the information. Neil, I'll let you check it out.
It's not like Dino Crisis.
It's not like that. All right.
That was the first-person shooter, and Dino Crisis was the third-person Resident Evil horror with dinosaurs. I didn't like what they did later on with the turning them into robots type of thing. But,
fair enough. But Dino Crisis. Okay, what happened, Soft?
No, that robot stuff was weird.
Yeah. I got you. And the final question I got, which is favorite console of all time, any generation?
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, this is hard. bizarre.
It definitely is. It definitely is.
Feel free to say that Xbox One X.
Yeah.
Feel free to get the check. Feel free.
Look, man. Look,
it gives Xbox Game Pass because it gives you access to all the games.
That man running the company line right now.
Shout out to Perfect Shogun. Second Extinction is the name of the game.
Oh, yes. Thank
there
you,
we go.
Perfect Shogun. Thank you. I'll get the trailer and get that to Neil. But I need that console, man, from your entire gaming history. What was the most, the thing that's the most passionate to you that you hold dear? Which console?
I would have to say the PlayStation 2, bro.
Yep.
Being an RPG guy, and also because if you go back and look at like the PlayStation 2's like first 2-3 years, bro, the amount of bangers that came on it, the amount of franchises that started,
facts,
bro. So for me, I would have to say PlayStation 2 because of the variety of the games that existed and a lot of franchises that I still play today. I mean, Devil May Cry, for example,
of course.
But yeah, I mean, right behind that is gonna have to be the Super Nintendo.
Okay. Listen, man, you can't go wrong. PlayStation 2 has come up a lot. I would say probably PlayStation 2 is probably the most, I would say, right?
The most, yeah, absolutely. I mean,
close.
you have like a 10-year tail on that console, man. Like so many people got a chance to experience that, and like you said, like there's so many franchises that got their start on PS2. I mean, it's undeniable.
Neil, was you a day one dude on the PlayStation 2? Like, did you make the line and sleep out for 2 days and stuff like us?
PS2 was hard to get in the city, bro.
I wish I was like that. It was literally a case of I was basically at the like anything my parents said. So if I wanted that console, they'd be like, "Oh no, you gotta wait for Christmas," or "You gotta."
Okay.
So I didn't get a PS2. I remember I got it within like the first year and a half.
Yeah.
And we had to return our unit because it was defective.
So
we returned it, and then we were just like, well, are they going to get any PlayStation 2s in soon? And they're just like, no, that was the last one. So we had to wait till Christmas. Well, we didn't have to wait till Christmas, but my mom was like, yeah, wait till Christmas. I was like, okay. So waited to Christmas. We got a PS2 2000.
So just out of curiosity, did your moms get you a PS2 for 2 Christmases?
No.
It's like you got it the first one, and then you had to take it back. It's like wait for Christmas again. And you get the other one.
No. How that came to be was we had got it in the summer because my sister and I, we both had made like straight A's.
Oh, the grades was lit.
Yeah, we made straight A's.
That's
Mom,
right.
all right, we'll get a PS2. That unit was defective, and then she was like, all right. We'll just get it later, and we ended up waiting for Christmas. But they made it worth a while when we got it for Christmas. So we got the PS2, we got Dragon Ball Z Budokai, the first parts. So it was worth it, man.
Your first Kingdom Hearts? That was the stuff back then, man. And consider how long we had to wait between Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2.
So crazy thing
that's when Sony was out there just fighting. They was fighting Nintendo tooth and nail, man. I'm telling you, it was something to see. Where they were making sure that they stood on the cutting edge. That CD made them stand out.
Yeah, that DVD just really.
DVD too, yeah, facts, man. So you want to get that?
We got 108 Dragons with the $10 super chat. Lord Lemetheus is in the building. Shout out to the Lords, and Cognito name is officially changed to the Switch Police. And get those hockey sticks ready. I will be in the penalty box for sure.
Oh, you already know.
Yeah, that's letting everybody know that who purchased those custom hockey jerseys. I'm FedExing them out on Monday.
Yes.
So I was debating on who to do it with. Like, was I going to go with the United States Postal Service, being all the stuff that they're going under right now? I'm not going to even mess with them. Because I want everybody. You waited a long time. This COVID stuff did some stuff, so I was gonna go with either FedEx or UPS, and FedEx is right down the hill from me, and they gave me a better deal. So I'm going with FedEx.
So those in the realm who put that special order in, Lord Lemetheus, you wanted them. I see Diz up in there, a couple people in there. Yeah, those are coming. Like I said, King put that out there, so that's dope. You already know. But so we're gonna move on with the show. I know Lord Neo, his time may be limited, so you let us know if you could rock or if you got to go. It's all good. Not that we're kicking you out. You know what I'm saying?
We good, man. I moved some things around, so we.
Oh, my man. So
great.
No doubt. Woo! Perfect. So we're gonna move on, man. So we're gonna get into last week's poll. The last week's poll results are in, and the people have spoken to the question: with the recently delay of Halo Infinite, what do you think Microsoft should do to help alleviate the loss of the title during the Series X launch? The choices are and the winner is of our close 4A ILP poll at 39%. Damn, 39 was really close. Was by WB Games and Bungie. Give the base hope for the future. Coming in at second at 24% was Sign, a big third-party exclusive to Game Pass for Series X launch. In third place at 23, this is mad close, all three. At 23% of the vote was Halo delay was the right call, launched the Series X as is group. And in last place at only 13% of the vote was I don't care, but if I see Craig again in a delayed Halo Infinite, throw 343 in the bushes. So that was Lord Song. What's your thoughts on this song?
Listen, I mean, it's funny to me that the number one answer is the one that makes them spend the most amount of money. It's like, just go buy WB, right? So, I mean, hey, there's been a lot of marketing that felt like it was like hand in hand with WB and Microsoft, especially like after Fandome this week. It was weird. Like it was a lot of stuff. So nothing came of that we know of, right? At least not yet. So we'll see. But for me, honestly, the answer is to me, if go up to CD Projekt Red, right? Either make King's World happy as hell and break the bank and bring that onto Game Pass, or at the very least say, listen, guys, what do you need from us to get that Series X patch out at launch? Right?
Oh, Saul, that deal is done already.
Well, I hope
we're talking about deals of the different magnitude, brother. The WB, and I honestly believe there's something to that. But again, as malevolent as Microsoft would be, they would do what I would do. Right. They will give you a compliment and smack you in the mouth at the same time. So they will let you have Batman. They will let you have Suicide on your platform the same time that we do, but it will be also in Game Pass for free, but you have to pay the fee. And I think that is a beautiful thing because they wouldn't want to cut them off from everybody else because I think everybody should experience those games.
No doubt. So if you want to get these before we get to the topic?
Yeah, we have Shroom King with the $2 super chat. One option should have been send a stimulus check.
Disrespectful, bro. Continue.
And we got Regulator with the $5 super chat. Shout out to the Lords and hoping you guys have a blessed day. Noof Nukem set up a great community game last night. Gears 3 was lit.
Dude, salute the Duke. Salute the Fork Boy and them. They doing it too, man. With playcasters, getting real podcasters to play game with each other. I was on that with Ainsley, a couple of the guys. So salute to those guys that's doing that.
Do it on another day. Don't do it on Saturday. We can get it.
I know for you. I know. It's but we gonna move on to the next topic. This is
time.
I'm giving it to you, bro. Damn. I'm literally saying I'm moving it on to you.
No, hit me with the time. I'm saying super chats.
Oh, no, okay.
No, we got them.
No, we good. Look at you, not focused.
My bad. I'm not focused.
This is pizza time.
Look, man. No, it's not 3 o'clock. When it's 3 o'clock, that's pizza time. Right now,
you order it now,
I was distracted for 5 seconds, and I was trying to make sure we got super chat. So excuse me.
Time.
You had a brain fart.
Anyway, moving on. So, Lord Addict, you are up now, sir. Fall Guys, man. What is going on with this game, man? Let's talk to us.
Time. Hold on. Cat Daddy Lurk with the $5 super chat.
Cat Daddy did that on purpose, man.
Did that on purpose. What did Cat say?
And the teaser trailer had for the movie looking like a blend of Dark Knight and Seven Fire. Yeah.
We got the Fandome topic. We're going to get to it. Continue.
So, okay. When it comes to, I would say that there are games out there that just blow up. Like, not necessarily for no reason, but it's just a lot of good circumstances that all come together, and it just makes for one of an experience that just blows up in the industry in general. And I think we're on upon our next one, and I think that game is Fall Guys because it doesn't seem like it's slowing down whatsoever. It's been out for about a month, hasn't it? And it feels like this is one of those games that is going to push this whole thing because I feel like now because this game's successful. You have everyone trying to make party games. To be honest, I'm cool with that because I've always loved party games, but we don't really get a whole lot of quality ones. And the one thing that this showed me is Nintendo lost the bag because this could have been them with Mario.
No, I like the resolution though.
Yeah.
No. Yo, ridiculous. Continue.
We got Spider-Man with the $5 super chat. The $5 super chat. Marvel. We're going to own the video game space. WB, hold my beer. Batman Gotham Knight is fire.
they busted their gun for sure.
But when it comes to this game, this Fall Guys game, I think that there's nothing like it on the market. I think that's one of the reasons that it really is captivated. I think their social media presence is lit, and I think they're one of the. We finally have our Wendy's gaming outlet.
Yeah,
I have never seen since it's like a party type of game. I've never seen a Twitter quite like this. Like they were literally going to this big entity that was on Twitter, that was on Twitch, that was trying to win one crown because he didn't win one crown, and they started trolling him for like 3 days. It was funny. That would like tweet like if he gets to a final round, they'd be like, we think he's got it this time. Then like 10 minutes later, like, never mind. And they did this for 3 days straight. And I feel like this is one of those games that, it's like I said, it's going to push. There's going to be a bunch of different party games. And what I wanted to bring the realm is these type of successful games. Do you think that with the success? Oh, first off, I want to bring up the biggest shame to this is it's not on Xbox
or Switch.
Switch.
Yeah, I know you don't care. I know Addicts World doesn't care about Switch, but guess what? There's millions of gamers that have it. But continue, sir.
And what I wanted to bring to the realm is with the amount of success this game has. Right. Do you think it's going to live up to maybe like? Because I think it's not necessarily like on Fortnite levels. But I do think it's going to have a lot of success, and it's going to spawn a whole bunch of different games in this genre. Right. And I think it might be like a shadow of what Fortnite would. Like I do think it's going to get more popular as time goes by, because it can appeal to what's the word I'm looking for? It can appeal to a younger audience. It can appeal to an older audience. It doesn't really have a demographic that it stands on. And I just wanted to ask you. Now, I don't know who here has played it. Is you the only one that's played it, Neo? Because I don't know if anyone else.
Get Neo's feedback on this topic.
Only been 2 people here. Y'all haven't played Fall Guys?
What? No. Is it on Game Pass? Is it a Game Pass?
It's my fault because I'm playing Ghost of Tsushima and Destiny's. I'm doing some grindy stuff in Destiny, so I've been taking my time. But as far as Solve, I don't know. So the only person is literally y'all two. So let's give it to Neil. Right. Neil, talk to us about this thing, man.
All right, so I actually jumped into Fall Guys late by comparison to most people. I only started playing it last week.
What's funny is you started playing it like 2 weeks after it come out, and that's late. Like that's how big it is. Like I feel like if you didn't jump on this because I remember when it first came out, people was like Fall Guys. I'm like, what is this game? Like
I had no idea. So I jumped into it, and I was doing like a random stream for Twitch. I was like, all right, let's see what this game is all about. I was only going to stream like 20 minutes, bro. I was streaming that for over an hour.
I know. I saw it. It was on my timeline.
Yeah, I was having so much fun. Like it's that type of game. And I want to shout out somebody in the comments right now because Christopher Hart. Anybody who has not played Fall Guys yet, go play it and try to stop after one round. I dare you. That is true because it's always just one more game. They designed it and have it set up is like even if you get eliminated, you can exit. Start up a new round and it's very quick and seamless, but it's fun. It definitely it scratches that Mario Party itch, which I know Mario, you standing over there on the steps. But how Nintendo and this is what I don't understand about Nintendo, they can put out any game and this thing will sell 8 million copies.
Facts.
How they put out a Mario Party in this day and age on the Switch, with a broken and busted online interface. It goes nowhere. Like that was supposed to be guys, like keep it going, keep adding updates. And Fall Guys, it unintentionally or not, it filled that void, and I love it for it because that's that type of accessible game.
Absolutely.
And the sad part is I feel like Nintendo might have just killed the Mario Party franchise, because I know people are still going to play Mario Party, obviously, but I do feel like if this game evolves and they get a bunch of mini games, if they drop another Mario Party, there's going to be a lot of people like, why do I need Mario Party? Fall Guys is way better.
If you didn't learn anything from Nintendo kills nothing. All right,
what you mean?
I'm gonna tell you right now, no matter what they do, they're impervious to any type of real hurt. I mean, they've shot themselves in the foot millions of times, and they have come back like Jason Voorhees over and over again. So at no point in time, they don't care if they don't own that entity outright. They don't care about that game, and they probably asked them or whatever. I don't know what's the deal that went down. I don't know how it's just on PlayStation, and this is the reason why I would say it will not.
It's on PC too.
It will not be anywhere close to Fortnite. This is why.
Right.
Fortnite is everywhere.
Right.
Period.
Right.
Period. You get it on your cell phone. Please, the Epic and these dudes is fighting right now over Fortnite. It's a whole different beast. That it's free to play and it's everywhere. Right. Now, this is in one. I'm talking about a console space, and don't even talk about my PC. My PC is for work. Here it is. Microsoft, get your stuff together so I can get my Series X up there. But
savage.
At the same time. I can see this game being a hit for that PlayStation though. And it streams so well. Everybody I see play it, their eyes are lighting up and they're having so much fun. I seen a lot of pairs playing, and she was having a good time, and you were having a good time, and then I saw a couple of other guys having a good time, and I'm like, wow, it really looks like so much fun. Too bad it's not in Game Pass. I'm not giving them a nickel.
None of this, everyone having a good time, made you feel like you even wanted to remotely try it.
Look, do you see? Hey, bruh.
Yo, he out of control if it ain't game. But I feel we coming from. But let's get that super chat off.
We got the wise old gamer with the $2 super chat. Apparently, Neo borrowed Addict's TCL mic.
Mike is lit. Why you trying to call my man Mike?
What's going on?
Wait, I'm confused. What's the backstory behind this?
Okay, so I called the PlayStation gamer the cheap gamer, right? And I said that they all have TCL televisions, and they make sure that they get them on Black Fridays.
Oh my!
And they get it at the Double Down deal.
So just out of curiosity, clarify: you've never bought a TV on Black Friday?
No,
not King. Not
you
King.
Never bought
no,
it.
Wait, time out. I buy them after the CES show. I put my money down when they're coming out.
Addict, are you pocket
hashtag I got money?
Yeah.
No. It's just I'm one of those video files that actually like quality televisions.
So the quality goes down just because it's cheaper.
Addict, are you pocket watching?
No, I'm not. I'm just trying to get a realm of the king's brain. Like
Oh.
he's acting like if you buy it on Black Friday, it decoils the quality.
If you go to a store and they have a $200 television on the wall, do you think that's high? That's gonna be the best that you're gonna get.
So we're not talking about a $200 on the wall. We're talking about Black Friday, where $1,500 is like $900. So just because the $600 is lacked, that makes it less worth.
I'm not getting stock. I don't want nobody's leftover stock removal.
You don't feel that is the premium experience?
Yeah, no. How can I get jiggy with that? That's not no.
So there's no such thing as being a smart consumer.
Listen.
You
full price.
You know what it is?
Full price, or you a scrub? That's literally.
All right. So check it out. This is what you did, right? You purchased the cheap television. No. Let's say we both go to the store. Right?
I gotta remove this mic.
Yeah, right.
So you purchased. Now, I'm not saying that you purchased a cheap TV. Just say me and you both go to the store, and you get the Black Friday deal, right? You get the Black Friday deal. Now you purchased last gen's television. Now, when this X and this PlayStation 5 come out, my TV can play that stuff. Your TV, you got to double down now. Now your little $900 purchase done turned into $2,000 and some change because you got to go get rid of. You got to find somebody to sell your TV to, and you got to go buy another TV. And if you can't sell your TV, then that TV becomes the living room.
Look at you acting like these are cheap TVs, man.
Good deal.
So hold on, just out of curiosity.
Yeah,
just out of curiosity, real quick before we time, because then we're about to time.
Sovereign,
have you ever bought anything on Black Friday?
No.
Come out.
No. We're gonna go through the lines. Cognito, have you ever bought anything on Black Friday?
Yes,
I have, but I want to add.
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to add something. All right, so you buy everything full price, essentially, right?
Well, let's. It depends on certain things.
Really messy right now.
No, let Leo get his ball.
Addict.
It depends on certain things. Okay. Now, like if you're gonna say something like a value, let's say Game Pass. I know where you're going. So let's say
I wasn't even gonna go there.
Yeah, but let's just say, right? In any given year, if I was to, let's say Game Pass didn't exist, any given year, I have to go through my list of games and pick out games that I'm gonna purchase, right? Because I'm not gonna get all willy-nilly and just become a collector. I got games that's still in the plastic. I hated that. I hated what I became. I became somebody that started putting my games on the shelf and wasn't the player. Because you notice how you said you play RPGs.
Yo, the chat is doing it. Continue.
Violating.
You play RPGs and you said maybe you finish 2-3 games a year, right?
Yeah.
But you still purchasing more games as they come out, right? Right. Game Pass allows me to not worry about purchasing that stuff, allowing me to try everything I want to try and save money there. So that's why I'm a frugal consumer. Certain things in my lifestyle I will not be frugal with. So I will not be frugal with my car. I will not be frugal with my television. I will not be frugal with my food, and I damn sure won't be frugal with my collectibles.
You have selective frugalness.
But you'll be frugal with your games. Got you. Continue.
But let time and let wait, hold on before so we gotta let Neo get his response off, then Solve get the shot.
Oh no! I was literally just asking the question.
Oh, you just asked. Okay.
He just wanted to see the smoke.
He wanted to understand.
He like to see the world burn.
Continues.
We got Stitch, the $10 super chat question. With the recent breakdown of the Xbox Series X SoC, why hasn't Sony shown anything about their architecture other than SSD? Do you think Sony fears the reaction of gamers? Thoughts? I don't think Sony. That's not a narrative they're gonna win. So why even go down that road?
You know what? Don't listen to Soft. You know what, Stitch, you're on to Soft.
Then we have Shroom Kingdom with the $2 super chat. King, buy the prototype from the manufacturer.
Someone says King gets custom TVs.
Then we got a Rodimus with the hold on. Yeah, a Rodimus with $5 super chat. King fraud in buying TV day and date, but won't play a game until it's in game.
Shots fired.
But you can also use it this way. Financially, I can't afford it if I'm paying $10,000 for a television. So when you pay $600 for your TV, you got a lot more money to buy games.
I have to commend you for that role, man. I have to commend
you. Like
you had a bazooka coming at you, and you was like, "Nah, that bazooka can't hit me." And you just rolled right by it.
Did you see that?
We got the wise old gamer with the $2 super chat. No, there are smart consumers and there are fools. Okay.
And we have people with TCLs.
What's funny is you guys be acting like this Black Friday isn't one of the biggest shopping holidays of the year.
Not for me.
There's too much smoke that day. I don't care. I'm not doing it.
No, I'm not doing it. I just do. The only reason why I do
hold up.
I do that online.
So
yeah, I get. Thank you. I do it online. Like Best Buy hits me up 2 weeks ahead.
I'm not talking about going to the store. I'm talking about the deals from that week.
I get that.
So none of you take advantage of any of that because I'm not talking to Neo and I'm not talking to Cognito. I'm talking to King and I'm talking to Solve. Frauds. I know. One point in time, you have took advantage of that in one certain way.
But the addict,
Blu-rays or something like that. Maybe Blu-rays of it.
Argument could be made that you're pocket watching addict.
No, I'm not pocket watching. I don't care where they spend the money.
Hold on. You know what? I gotta shut these down. Hold on. Jonathan Wilson with the $5 super chat. Addict, let's get real. You know they aren't putting any of the Fire TVs on sale for Black Friday. All you're gonna see is Westinghouse, Hisense.
Okay, I'm gonna get you right now, John. I know for a fact that Cognito got his Fire TV on Black Friday, so eat that.
We got Smitty Smith with the $5 super chat. Shout out to Lord King. We do not buy those TVs that say manager special. I'm rocking OLED for life.
Yo, they messy today. They messy.
I think I'm caught up. Listen, I may have bought some Blu-rays, but I'm generally not buying a TV on Black Friday because it's like when you go there, right? First of all, the doorbuster sales, those are the Hisense, those are the TCLs, those are the ones that people pull their hair out over. I don't know why.
But that's just the stuff you see people on Twitter. They do be putting these TVs on sale.
Black Friday,
it's not my fault. You guys have a TV, so you don't
I would say that for high-end TVs,
I need a
more than likely you see them on sale before the Super Bowl. Then you
buying one right now.
Yo, he not a TV head.
I'm buying one right now.
Why are you trying to talk
right now.
TV?
No one's talking about anything. I'm just
time.
I'm just saying, no, Cog.
It's time because
no. Kick the fraud.
You know what it is, Cog? You're gonna stop acting like you not highfalutin neither. Because this dude right here, we literally clowned our own mate, our own friend, when he got a high skin, and he never made that mistake again.
I'm gonna be, and I'm that friend. Yes. And then what happened was I got clowned so bad that I went out of my way to outdo all of
everybody.
them.
With the Pioneer joint. Listen, I get it. All I'm saying is that if it's a high, this is where I agree with Attic. If it's a high end TV and I'm about to pick it up anyway, and Black Friday got $200 off, and they gonna mail it to me, I'm not gonna be in the store elbowing dudes. I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But like Neo said, when Best Buy hit me with the 2 weeks ahead of time, you'll order it online, chill in the house, and they come to you. I'm in. Yeah. I'm in on
the thing is, like I said, I don't know that you see those deals on those type of TVs Black Friday as opposed to right before the Super Bowl.
You got to get down with Best Buy, brother. You got to get down with Best Buy. Trust me.
Best Buy lit. They're not doing that.
Yeah.
Look at that.
They're not doing that. They're just not doing it.
Okay.
It's just not
happening. All right. Now we got to go time.
Gave you an example of
this turned into a TV topic that's not on the list. Time.
So Neo, that is the roundabout answer to the TCL question.
Yeah. We got time. We got $5 super chat from Pixel Bit G. Enjoying the petty AF. I'm not going to say the whole thing because we got it. The young lords, man. The young lords. Pocket watching. Also, do not do Black Friday, nor do I buy TLCs. Keep your pickles raised with slipping that.
Your pinkies raised.
That just like this. Here you go.
Moving on. Let me get the boss.
Straight up
your bars off of Fall Guys.
If I looked up fraud in the dictionary,
time we did this damn topic too long. Jesus. Moving on. Fall Guys.
Fall Guys. Listen, I think I don't know about that Fortnite argument. I think it's cool, but it's gonna come down to content, right?
Right.
Eventually people are gonna get tired of the stages that are there. They're gonna need new, interesting content to keep people engaged. But that said, not since Fortnite have I seen a game that appeals to a broad spectrum of people as this game.
And that's where I actually got you. I don't have you, but just to add something to your conversation, Thursday they're announcing season 2.
Okay, so there you go. Listen, my wife's little cousin, who's probably 7-8 years old, just recently started a YouTube channel, and he's basically playing Fall Guys.
Wow.
And and again, he's a young kid, doesn't like he's very articulate, loves talking. He's playing Fall Guys. He's playing the game and he's talking through as he's playing. So this is I know is going to appeal to a vast, like a large scope of people, and that's going to give it legs in a way that but I still don't think it touches the Fortnite thing unless it goes everywhere.
Right.
I don't think it's gonna necessarily touch Fortnite in terms of how big it got just because it's not free to play.
Yeah.
But I do think that if you go back in time with around the same time duration that Fortnite and this game have, I do think this game has more going for it because they've seen the Fortnites, they've seen the Apex Legends, they've seen how they need to formally do this type of game now.
Right.
Yeah.
No doubt.
And not to mention that the people making this game seem to be, in touch. Like I said, they're always on Twitter. They're in touch with what their community wants.
Yeah. To go to who's making the game and supporting the game and publishing the game, I got to give a big shout out. Devolver, man.
Devolver already signed that check and sent that to them.
But Devolver, man, they can pick winners, man. They really they can see things in games that maybe other people just aren't paying attention to, and they put their full force behind them. I mean, Hotline Miami with Carrion, with obviously my friend Pedro, like The Messenger, all of these games. So shout out to them because this is as big a success as they've ever seen.
Yeah, let me jump in. I figured King got his bars off, right? In reference to this. Yeah. No, I'll just make it quick. I gotta give a shout out, man, to the home team, man. LordsGaming.net. Gotta shout out Lord Gene because we were at PAX. And I remember, King, you were giving out the assignments, and as far as coverage, what everybody's going to cover, interviews, setting up with devs. And I remember Fall Guys came up with a thing, and I ain't gonna front. Like, I looked at it, I was like, who's this for? Like, I didn't get it. Like, I just be like, I didn't get it. But I'll never forget his enthusiasm. He was like, yo, Cog, I want to cover that. He got the interview with the dev. He set it up. He wrote a tremendous article. It did tremendous for the website, by the way. But that was another thing. But I want to salute him because he saw the vision. Like, he was definitely onto something. And it was just amazing. And it was so crazy because I remember laughing at it. We had an article where it was kind of like the most anticipated games for 2020. Like, he was so far ahead of this thing. And I'm laughing, and I'm like, okay, whatever. Do you think this? Okay, cool. And to watch this thing take off in the manner that it is taking off is truly remarkable. So like Sav said, shout out to Devolver. They definitely have some type of nuances where they can literally see and feel what's about to blow and be a hit. And
what it is, they got young people and they're doing that.
You're ridiculous. That was old man shaming. I see what you're doing.
No, they definitely did because when we talked to the guys that was there, they were definitely on the younger side, except for the dude that was real condescending and kind of.
Oh yeah, I remember him.
But other than that, it was really good stuff.
Shout out to Mediatonic, man. I mean, they really killed it. And his exact words, he said, "Cog, Lord told me, he's like, yo. Remember how when we first saw Rocket League, this is going to be the next joint. And I was like, okay. And I started taking it serious. And since then, it's just been going on. It's a phenom for PlayStation. Shout out to them for snatching it up.
Yes.
And put it in PS Plus. That was a smart move. And now, it's a small team from my understanding. So it'll eventually, once they get their bearings and do their stuff, they'll eventually probably put it out on Xbox One and Switch. But again, salute to them. Sorry, you want to get those before we move on?
Yes, sir. We got a $5 super chat from Stitch. If your TV is cheaper than your monitor, something is wrong.
Uh-oh.
Playing on a TCL is like playing on a Switch. Your eyes just hurt in the
Yo,
you guys,
we not getting that TCL sponsorship.
It ain't that bad. It ain't that bad. We're gonna get a cease and desist from TCL.
We're gonna get a cease and desist.
You'll get cataracts playing the Switch. We ain't talking about that.
We're gonna need Hogue in a minute. We got Philly Eagle with the $5 super chat. Definitely not a game for me. However, chalk up another point for gaming diversity.
Facts.
Diversity is king. That is
Preach it, brother. Preach it, brother.
Then we got Spitty Smith with the $5 super chat. Fall Guys came out of nowhere just like Rocket League did. Salute to them.
And I definitely want to really give a shout out to like Sony because it's like they saw that and they're like, yo, someone send the chat right now. Like someone send the chat.
Because to be real, could you imagine if that was on Game Pass? Like that would really help. Like they've gotta listen. You can never tell what's gonna hit with these games, right? So I'm not gonna blame Game Pass. Oh, you got.
But isn't okay. Yeah. At this point, no. The hell with it being on Game Pass.
Oh God!
Right, and I'm gonna say this. The hell with it being. It needed to be on PlayStation Now.
Why?
Because PlayStation Now numbers is 2 million. Right?
Here we go.
No.
First off, it's on PlayStation Plus, not PlayStation Now.
Yeah, PlayStation Plus, sir.
I thought you said PlayStation Now, so it's on PlayStation Plus.
Yeah,
good. So only 2% of the base plays it. But I say this.
People downloaded it.
I say they definitely needed it over there for their services. All right, because when Microsoft is being just touted as services, I believe that this is a great thing to make let's say me. Let's say I get pressured by you because if y'all don't see the DMs,
bro,
these dudes is pressuring
the community want us to play with them, and you're resistant, sir.
Neil, this is the BS I gotta put up with. This is it right here. They told me, okay, so we're gonna do a community play. This is the game, right? I said, okay, cool. Is it a Game Pass? Just like that. No BS. Just like that. Right? They said, no, you got to get a PlayStation. I said, I'm not doing that. Right? So I left the chat. Right. So then they put it. So even if we purchase it, for you to, to play the month, you're not going to do it. I said, no, stop doing that. Stop making me do things that I don't want to do. And so the pressure is so high right now. It is because it's at a point right now. I gotta try the ecosystem.
Thank you.
And if I'm gonna play with you, I'm gonna play with Addict. I'm gonna play with other people, and we're streaming at the same time.
Yep.
What type? Do you know the memes they will have on me on the PlayStation right now? Because I have my camera on all lit.
Just out of curiosity, first off, it's on PC, so don't use that excuse. Second
I'm
off,
not using my PC.
I just have a quick question for you, King. in your personal opinion, this is no shady stuff. Do you think that it not being on the Microsoft platform is hurting them right now?
Yes.
Okay.
So you do think it is?
Yeah,
okay.
He's honest.
I believe any game that's a hit someplace else that's not on your console of choice is hurting your console of choice.
And I do think that if this game, because I do think it's going to, I don't know how long, but when this game comes out, like Microsoft needs to drop that bag and be like, this is going in Game Pass day one. Because at this point, it's like I said, everyone is playing in the carnival, and the only people who ain't there is the Xbox people.
And Switch. Stop trying to act like Switch is part of it.
Man, we're not talking about them.
Well, you mean the market leader? You mean the market leader? Those guys that's winning?
Those guys? Okay.
Yeah, those guys. The guys that win MPD? You mean those guys?
You mean the people?
You mean the guys that come in hot every month on MPD?
You mean the people who had to abandon a platform like 5 years early because of failed?
No, listen. They winning right now.
I wasn't there.
I wasn't there for that. I'm here for this.
y'all don't want to talk about the Wii U. Though.
I don't know about that. You suffered for me so you could get this here.
All I know is the Switch is next gen. It's not this gen, so it is not the market leader.
Attic walks incognito can run.
Exactly. He walks so I can run. Exactly. He suffered for me. Anyway, chat. We got to move on to the next topic.
We have Squirrely Dan with the $2 super chat. PS gamers need to drop the bag to get King to play.
Yes.
We need that.
You're talking about Squirrely.
Patreon tier for that.
Yo, listen. Let me tell you something, Squirrely. You done did this already. You done got me a tattoo on my chest. You're Squirrely. Yo, somebody block Squirrely.
Hold on. Damn. Let's ask you a question real quick, King. We won't make this long.
Yes, time. Jesus.
We get 300 likes in 3 podcasts. Back to back. You'll try Fall Guys.
If I can get 300 likes in this podcast today, I'll do it.
All right, y'all heard it. 300 likes, yo. Look,
it's
305 of y'all in here right now. Let's get King to play Fall Guys. Turn on his PlayStation.
Y'all don't like to click that button, so I'm good.
Damn.
Let's get it. King is challenging y'all.
If you guys came together and next week I have to wear overalls with this trucker hat, you better click that like button and make kids play that game.
My faithful will not hit that button.
So, super chats. We got to move on. This is our topic.
Shroom Kingdom with the $2 super chat. Fall Guys sounds like 1 versus 100. Oh,
yeah. Could you imagine?
I missed that.
Yeah.
I missed that. Then we have JD Gamer with the $5 super chat. Fall Guys success depends on how fast they can get it on other platforms and how fast they go free to play and the ability to scale with content. That is true. I mean, but not everybody has epic money to be able to do that. So it's going to be interesting. But
I think with the price point of $20, they'll be fine.
Yeah, that's true.
You can spend $20 at McDonald's, man. I think they're going to be fine.
Ridiculous. What else?
All right.
We're good. We're going to super chat right.
All right, let us move on. Damn, Fall Guys topic. 2 hours. Anyway, moving on. Lord Sov, man, something went down in the DC.
What it is he wants to get to his topic.
Yeah, y'all killing my joint, man.
What's funny is my talk will be last all the time, and I never say it. But Cognito wants to talk about this.
Did I make your topic
he
first
hasn't shut up about
Did I
this
make your topic first or not? See? All right.
Anyway, we got love today. So yesterday was the beginning of DCFanDome. Before we talk about any specifics, bend the knee to DC. This has to be the largest media dump of stuff I have ever seen over the course of 24 hours. It is it was less than that, but they repeated it a few times. Wow. Everything that has been lacking out of all of these other sort of game shows during the time of pandemic, we understand it's been difficult to be able to do shows as we've done in the past, but DC sort of waited and held on to everything and just dropped everything in one ball. If you're not into gaming, if you're not in whatever you're into, they spoke about something that you like. So just shout out to them. That was fantastic. And actually, I think today there is actually more new content about shows and stuff like that, not necessarily movie stuff. And then I think in September there's a part 2 where they're just going to add more stuff in addition to that. So shout out to DC. I think Marvel needs to look at them, and especially during this time. And how do we put out this information in a way that's cool for fans? And it's obvious that they really thought about how they were going to present this, and overall it was fantastic. So let's talk about the big things in general. So we're going to talk about the gaming stuff, but we are going to let's speak generally about what we liked about the movie stuff coming out. Obviously, the Snyder Cut was kind of huge. We'll be seeing that soon later this year. We got the Wonder Woman 1984 trailer.
Yep.
We what else did we get? We got the Batman, of course. We got the cast of the cast of the new Suicide Squad movie. We got Black Adam teases, Aquaman, Shazam 2. Yeah. We got Sandman. We got more Titan stuff. More Static Shock. I mean, like I said, it was so much stuff. So let's focus on the big guns, right? So King and I had discussed it. I was really hopeful for Batman.
He won, and I really respect you, brother. I bend the knee to you, sir.
Wait, so what is it? You called the whole Batman thing?
Yeah, he called everything that he's talking about. He called it all. If you look at the chat, he called everything.
Wow.
Because there's worry that you weren't going to see Batman at all. But then when I saw it at the end of the presentation, I'm like, it's got to be something. They're going to show us something. What we got was like a 2.5-minute trailer of emo Batman, and I'm all in on emo Batman. I'm all the way in on emo Batman. Go Twilight, let's do this.
I think the biggest thing that they really need is they need someone that plays both roles really well. And I think Marvel's really good. I think that's the biggest thing that separates Marvel and DC is Marvel most of the time they're one-hit wonder. They get the person that's right for the job almost the first time. And it doesn't seem like DC does. I mean, we're on like the third, fourth Batman, like the third, fourth Superman.
So real quick before we get into the game stuff, what did you guys think about the movie stuff that was talked about, the Batman, anything else you guys might have drawn you guys?
Let's get Neo in, man.
Yeah, of course. So I got to say, echoing what you said, in terms of all these events that they've had going on, DCFanDome was the best. It literally encapsulated everything. It made me feel like I was watching Comic-Con. I was kind of worried at first when they announced that these panels are going to be 5 to 10 minutes. Realistically, I was thinking they're just going to get on there and say, hey, we got this and that's it. But no, they had a lot of stuff. So I commend them for that. They did a great job. So looking at the movie stuff, I mean, for the things that we already know, like Wonder Woman and all that stuff, I wasn't really too interested in. But I got to say, I'm really digging what we're getting out of the Suicide Squad because, it's James Gunn. I'm a big fan of his work.
Oh, yeah, big time.
So I like what they're doing with that. I can't wait to see it. I think DC, that was the funniest thing in the world. The second that Disney had fired him, they were straight up in his DMs like, yo.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go. So I think that was great. I think the movie will turn out great. The Batman, I mean, I'm sure we'll save that for a little bit later, but that looks phenomenal. Matt Reeves.
We can talk about it because we're going to get into it. We're probably going to get into the gaming stuff more. So
sure. So the second Matt Reeves was announced as director, I thought it was a great move. I love what he did with the Apes movies, and this is looking more like a year 2 version of Batman, where he's got a little bit of experience, not a lot, and I just like how it's not really shying away from a lot of the comic booky type of elements. It's still grounded. It's still dark, it's still gritty, but you can still tell you're watching a movie about a guy who dresses up like a bat, and they don't shirk away from that, trying to say, oh, this is what we're doing. So I thought it was cool. I just think it's weird though, because with DC, I know what they're focusing on right now is just to make good movies, because for a while they weren't doing that. But it's kind of strange though, because you have 3 different visions going around. You have the Elseworld Tales, which is Joker, and then this new The Batman movie. Then you have this little pocket of the universe that's connected to the old DCEU, which is the Suicide Squad, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, but they don't have that much connection. And then you have the Snyder Cut, which is just full on old continuity. And then I don't know where they're going with this. If one of them is a success, they're going to try to continue that. So let's just say if the Snyder Cut is a success, maybe they might keep Ben Affleck for more things and just say, hey, this is all a multiverse.
He did sign on for something else. But are you familiar with, do you read comics? Are you familiar with all right, so I believe, and this is just based on no facts whatsoever, the way that DC is set up, and they're set up in a multiverse type of thing, that they can have multiple Batmans and multiple looks because of the multiverse with them. What Marvel is trying to do is they're trying to emulate that type of formula. DC already started that with their TV shows. So a lot of times,
the
people
TV shows are actually really good too.
Fantastic stuff. A lot of times people are asking what's canon and what's not canon, being the fact that they're not clear on what's canon and what universe is the main Earth One, right? I think your assessment of it is true, because if the Snyder Cut does take off, do they make that Earth Prime, Earth One? And then everything else that spawns from that is part of the multiverse, even though they did Crisis and was breaking down stuff though. But go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm just when you were saying it, it was making hell of a lot of sense.
It's 100% accurate, because I mean, at the end of the day, if you look at it, like, okay, we'll probably get a good Batman movie, a good Wonder Man movie, and a Wonder Woman movie, and I think realistically, the Snyder Cut, there's no way it could be worse than what I saw with Justice League. Because I waited a while to watch Justice League. I was like, I ain't gonna watch that. I watched on HBO Max, bro. That is one of the worst things.
Martha,
bro. I'd rather watch Batman versus Superman 10 times than watch Justice League. And Justice League is a 2-hour movie, but in terms of all the movie stuff, I'm excited for it. I think we're in a better place now with DC stuff than we were like 4 years ago. So
don't you feel like they're Xbox?
Oh my god!
Oh my god! What is going on?
I feel like they done got their teeth kicked in, so they had to get their stuff together.
I don't know. I mean, Phil Spencer hasn't given us a Batman yet. You know what I'm saying? Like we haven't gotten any of that. All we hear is just the same old.
Listen, let's get Attic, man. What did you think about all that? My fault. Yeah.
It's got PUBG. We have JD Game with the $5 super chat. PUBG versus Fortnite was $20. Fall Guys needs to be free to play.
I agree and I disagree. I do feel like they Fortnite had competition for the most part. I don't think Fall Guys has competition besides the overall install base of all the consoles and the PC.
Then we have JD Gamer with the $5 super chat.
Getting slapped up in the back. Somebody gets slapped. Continue.
Hand in the cookie jar.
It seems like these movie studios are a lot better marketing, promotion, and visual effect. Graphics, I think Microsoft needs a movie studio.
I think that he has a lot of point there, because I think that's one of the reasons Sony is so good at how they present stuff, how they show a product to the industry and to the consumers, is because they probably have a lot of cross marketing going on, and the person that's marketing the gaming division is also marketing movies. So
continue, sir. Yep, you're muted, sir.
Get these next two, Attic, please.
Oh, okay.
I got it slapped up.
He just snitched on himself. It's him the one. I'm blaming Attic, because me and Will be joking. We like,
no, I'm not even.
You know what's funny? I thought it was you, so me and Will be in the chat like, yo, is Batman in Attic house? What's going on?
Talk.
It's very quiet in my White House right now. So we got a $10 super chat from JD Gamer. What do you guys think would have happened if Microsoft movie studios would have been kept and not closed after Quantum Break? Would we have more graphically intense games? You guys,
we wouldn't have no Game Pass. The hell with them studios. Throw them in the bushes.
Throw them in the bushes.
We got a $10 super chat from Scrub Nurse. Yes. You gonna say something, Nia?
Yeah, of course. I've got it. I'm hoping they stay with Pattinson and run multiple movies, but please keep director and cast for continuity like Marvel. DC has the blueprint to follow from Marvel. They need to make this come up. Yes, definitely. They got to stick with something.
I was asked, did you have something to say? I didn't.
Neo's on the job for us.
You can read it.
I thought you said
Neo's on the job. He holding us down. Neo is holding us down.
It's cool, man. It's cool. We got a $2 super chat from JD Gamer. Nice to see you here, Neo. #, great content.
Thank you, JD. But to answer your question, man, Quantum Break.
It's not Control.
Yeah. It's. I don't know. I'll be nice. I expect
no. We ain't being nice. Quantum Break was hot garbage.
Well, because they wanted to wrap it around a TV. Every time they talk about TV with element with game, it's certain Halo.
And not to mention on the PC version, it didn't even. You couldn't even close out.
Let's talk about Fandome.
There was no quit button.
Yeah, there was no quit button.
Let's talk about Fandome.
We got the super chat, sir? Attic?
Yeah, that's all the super chat.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you got your joint off as far as the DC, Attic, as far as what you felt about the fandom,
I didn't,
games. Did you not watch it?
Didn't go yet.
You were not prepared.
Yeah, we had the super chat.
I seen it. Like when it comes to it, like when it comes to movies, just like how I feel about Marvel, I'm not one of these people that like microscope the comics. The shoulder's wrong. It's not the same as this comic, man. No. Like I don't care. You present to me a good movie that has a beginning, middle, and end, and it makes sense, and I'm okay with it. Like a lot of people didn't like Batman versus Superman. I liked it. I thought it was a good show. Maybe it's because it had a lot of emphasis behind how everything was delivered in terms of the combat scenes, like there at the end when they were fighting Doomsday. I think that's his name. I don't know, but so and I really enjoyed Wonder Woman. So
yo, wow. He said, "Man, it was fantastic. Wonder Woman was hot."
No, I'm not. I'm not gonna lie to you.
You're a fraud with certain stuff.
She's definitely easy on the eyes, so that might be one of the reasons I like Wonder Woman. So.
Okay, so let me go. This guy said easy on the eyes. Yo, so I thought that DC fandom, they were more prepared than anybody else that came before, and shout out to everybody else who had their shows. Excuse me, that was working through this pandemic, that was helping them build their show,
right?
Because it seemed like they learned a lot from everybody else, and like Neil said, it felt like I was at Comic-Con.
Yeah,
it had that feel, all the hits that was dropping, and what, are you serious? It made me feel like I wasn't missing out, and that they were doing such a fan service.
Yeah.
Excuse me. They was doing such a fan service that every fan, no matter what genre that you was at, if you was at games, you was at movies, you was at books, you were satiated with all this information that came out. Fact. I love the fact that I got finally the information that I wanted on Dr. Fate, which is one of my favorite DC characters. And they also talked about the flashback movie with the Flash. They went more into the Snyder Cut, which looks great compared to that travesty of a movie that they put out the first time. And I just feel that right now, with the brutality that I seen in Batman, see, you guys didn't live through Val Kilmer. Right, I lived through Bat Nipples. Okay, I lived through Bat
George Clooney, Val Kilmer, George Clooney, like
that stuff.
Horrible.
It scarred me. It scarred me. And when I see the level of brutality in this Batman, in that trailer, when he said, "Who are you?" and he proceeded to beat the snot out of that dude.
Yes.
Without holding back.
Yes.
Mr. Patterson, I wait with bated breath for this movie because I feel that they picked the right person.
Yep.
And I think he makes that transition that Attic says.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think because he's able to play Bruce Wayne, but the psychological thriller that I think that they're playing out here, because if you looked at the Joker movie, that was a psychological thriller, right? And I believe that they're making this Batman, the Batman, in the same vein, and they showed you with the red logo that it's going to be in your face, brutal from the jump. They went away with the blue, the soft touch. They went with this red that shows you it's going to be very bloody, very visceral. But when he's going against the Riddler, and you see the Riddler put duct tape around the guy's head, they're going where the books go. And they're using the source material now, and I feel that they got it right now. So I walked away from that thing like it was so much stuff, and I was just champion Sovereign the whole time through. Everything that popped up, I was like, this man was dead on it, 100%. When they showed the Shazam stuff, when they showed the Black Adam stuff, and I said it's about time that they get some type of representation in this manner, and it was fantastic.
That's what's up, Sob.
Absolutely.
Did we get another super chat?
I thought we had one from Squirrely. I saw one.
Oh, Squirrely with the $2 chat. But Martha!
Man. Yo, let me jump in. For me, like I said, I'll be the first to admit, I'm a DC fraud. I don't know what's going on. If you guys are happy, that's all I care about. You guys are good. They did it up. Woo! All right. You know what I'm saying? For me, I'm here for these games though. So that's where I was at. So for me, we got the the Suicide Squad reveal.
Let's go with the first one, right? Yeah. The first one was so unexpected, guys. So unexpected, guys. Mm-hmm. We're getting a Court of Owls game. Yeah. I could have never expected this.
Never expected.
No way.
Never in a million years.
Yeah. So like I said, that joint, he's stupid. He's ridiculous. He's out of control. Like I said, so the Fandome joint, the what is it? The Gotham Knights joint.
Yeah. Gotham Knights.
Yeah, man. So definitely caught my eye. Like what I was seeing from there. I like how they kind of set it up. Like, yo, Batman dead. So yeah, like this is the new, and then we have was a Nightwing, Batgirl, and the crew, and
Red Hood.
Red Hood. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Robin. So I thought that was cool. You know what I'm saying? And then I like that fight, that whole setup when they got to the Mr. Freeze joint. I thought that was fire. I didn't know it's a pre-alpha build. I did know it's a little framiness with certain things.
No,
we're gonna let that rock. It's a pre-alpha build, but it looked good. I ain't going front. Now I will say this, and I have to ask Solve this because he's Mr. Single Player Selfish Experience. How are you feeling about co-op in your game, sir? Yeah, because you're gonna have to play with us. These are the games you go in the corner and you don't talk to anybody.
Have to do anything.
Yeah, you gotta play.
It's not mandatory.
It is a co-op experience.
Let's be real here. They said you can play it, but AI will take over the other people. Do you really want to play with AI?
That's fine. I ignore them anyway. Like I'm fine with it. I honestly just want to see W Montreal get out from under the shadow of Rocksteady.
Yeah.
I think Arkham Origins got a really bad rap. And for no reason really, because it was a good game. It wasn't great, but then when you look at the issues that people had with Arkham Knight, I just thought the magnifying glass that was on Arkham Origins was even less warranted. So I just wanted them to do something different. And the fact that Batman isn't dead. So let's go.
So they're doing the big switch. They're trying to set
you gotta see.
Batman faces death. Whatever. Like that's not happening.
I just thought it was a cool storyline plot.
No, absolutely. I love the fact that they're willing to go and say, you know what, we're going to focus on these other four characters of the Bat family, and I like the fact that it seems like it's going more into sort of an RPG, where you're going to have leveling up, you have XP.
You like this stuff?
I like
Batgirl as a service. You like this?
No, but that's the thing.
Wow.
It's not as a service. We'll talk about Suicide Squad in a minute. I think that's that. But I just think this is more like what Assassin's Creed has become. Like it's kind of an RPG.
Seems like it's more Destiny to me. I'm just curious how you feel about all this.
No.
I'm just curious.
I'm not about. Listen, we'll talk about Suicide Squad.
Yes, let's get right into it. Let's go because I just felt there's a changing in the guard of these games that are beloved by you.
For me, this is the Batman game for me. I still think it's in that realm where I think it's more of an RPG, right? So you're gonna have, because if you look at the trailer, right, Batman in the trailer says, "Look, I'm leaving you the Belfry as the point of operations, but the tech is old,
outdated,
right." So it gives you the indication that all of these characters have like a skill tree that they're going to be improving upon throughout the game, and that's fine by me. In terms of seeing the numbers go down above the enemies and stuff, again, that's fine by me. So as long as it's not a service-based thing, and even as a service-based thing, my issue with Destiny is not the story content.
No, there's numbers on the head, so
no.
And the enemy scale according to your difficulty. So if you level up, Mr. Freeze levels up. That's Destiny. That's Destiny.
The scaling in my mind, and my hope, this is my hope, is that it's taking the Nemesis system to the next level, right? My hope is that they've implemented Nemesis here, and it's taking that to the next level. So I don't think this game in particular looks like game as a service. I think it's good. The one thing that has me a little about it is that because it is a cross-gen game, you were probably going to see that same thing that we saw in the other Arkham games. It was like, okay, let's find a reason to empty out Gotham City and have no NPCs walking the streets, you know, and it seems like it's that again, and I didn't want to see that. But as a cross-gen game, that might be a concession that we have to deal with.
Right.
But beyond that, I think it's good for them to be able to sort of get out of the shadow of Rocksteady, show that they can do their own thing and do their own thing well, and then you know, and sort of spotlight the Bat family in a way that we haven't seen before. I mean, we saw some of that in Arkham Knight with some DLC, but it's all about them. Okay. So I'm happy about that.
Out of curiosity, you think the Nemesis engine is going to be in here? Have they confirmed that?
No, they have not said anything.
Oh, he get Nemesis sister. He in day one. I heard of that Nemesis sister.
It would definitely be more appealing to me, but like seeing like the trailer just like didn't give me that vibe. Like
once they said the level scaling, like Cog said, I was like, all right. It would suck if it's just some regular level scaling.
I think it's gonna be some regular scaling.
I hope not. I mean, this is my hope. But again, I didn't see the game as a service stuff. I do feel it though, and we can. Well, I don't know. I don't want to segue because you guys haven't talked about what you know, King ain't talk about it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna finish my last point and I'll give it back to Neo and King, which was just obviously the Suicide Squad joint. You know, trailer looked good. I don't know what the game is. Is it a shooter? Is it a 4-player co-op shooter? What is it? But I thought it was funny.
I don't even think the company knows yet.
Yeah, but it's a ways out. It's 2022. You know, I thought it was funny. Obviously, I like the concept. I like the concept. Yo, they got to go kill the Justice League. I want to hear how they deal with an OP Superman. I thought that little skit was funny. But let me give it back to
hot rocks in their pocket. They walk up to him with kryptonite in their pocket and beat the brakes off him.
Don't be disrespectful, sir. Don't be very Superman disrespectful.
How would they beat Superman now? 2 hot rocks in your pocket. Go punch him in his mouth.
2 kryptonite rocks. Everybody can beat Superman. That's what you say.
Anybody can beat Superman. My son will knock out Superman right now. My son is only 9.
Disrespect. Moving on. Lord Neo, man, what did you think about the 2 games?
I'm sorry. Let's get.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. You're right.
You got a couple super chats
before we do that. We got Shroom Kingdom with the $2 super chat. That McDonald's Batman Forever glass mug was fire though. Hey, I get that, but you know, in the bushes is that. Black Ronin with the $5 super chat. We need Phil to push billions up to WB.
Word.
So by 2020,
that for some reason I just have a feeling like there's certain.
We got timed out.
The servers again?
Yeah. There it is.
Yeah, it's loaded.
No, we're back.
We're back. YouTube,
baby. We lit, baby.
We lit. They put a plug on us.
Do what Neo said.
Scared me too.
But like part of me when it comes to certain superheroes, like I feel like the games would be hard to make, and I do feel like Superman, I think that's a hard game to make because of flying. For some reason, every time I've seen flying superhero games, it seems like the flying part's the hardest part to do. That makes it effective. I think his speed would be hard to mimic in a video game.
You know, a great Superman game. You don't even play Superman at all. You just play Clark Kent and you just sit at a desk and you just
and write articles. You write articles later.
Are we having a detective simulator in the Superman world?
So are we caught up, Tom?
No, we got Jonathan Wilson with the $5 super chat. Do any of you feel that they are trying the new Batman movie with the latest Joker movie? No, that is definitely not. It looked like the thugs that Batman beat up had Joker faces. Actually, yeah, they confirmed this. Initially, it was thought that the movies would tie in together, but if you look at the trailer, there's LCD like computer monitors, there's cell phones, so they're definitely not in the same timeline.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then we have Erotimus with the $5 super chat. Gotham Knight will be in the bushes if Sony pull that character exclusive with a Batman in it.
Oh no!
Wow,
that'd be crazy.
Then we have the Wise Old Gamer with the $5 super chat. Thanks to Margot Robbie and Gal Gadot, I had to drop my TCL and up my blue pill doses. Wow!
Wow!
Dang! Wow!
Savage.
Wow!
Oh, good.
Then we have Regulator.
Super chat.
That's crazy.
We have the blue pill. Wow. Regulator 951 with $2 super chat. Anthem was not to par, but the flying was on point.
That is one of the very few games I've seen flying done well.
Yeah, it did fantastic. So let's get the.
But then again, they didn't do anything with the flying, so I guess it's easy to make it do well.
In the bushes.
Hold on, one more.
One more.
Scrubner, sorry, Neil. is looking a little suspicious with the Xbox tweets about WB games and Wonder Woman 84 movie. Then all the games on sale. The street is watching.
Yo, they wanted that. Listen, I love it. I love it. We'll see. Yeah. So let's get Neil, man. These 2 games now. You know, like how are you feeling?
Yeah, so I'm not gonna lie. My initial impressions of Gotham Knight, I saw the trailer and I thought the same thing. I'm like, oh great, here we go, live service.
Yeah, there you go.
No, it's coming. So I'm like, pass. But then I took some time. I rewatched the trailer, and I don't know if y'all checked out the 4K version of it.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, it looks a lot better. So I don't know why folks are really complaining that much. But I understand it. Still in alpha. I like the idea of it. I like how it seems like it's still going to be a single player narrative. You just have the option of playing with your friends. It seems like this game is going to be more the Arkham style of combat things, so more tradition, and then Suicide Squad is going to be the experimental one. It's kind of weird though, because I was reading some things about it. Apparently, Rocksteady at one point was developing like what WB Montreal is, and WB Montreal was working on the Suicide Squad thing, but I guess like the teams couldn't work with one of them, and so they swapped it.
Gotcha.
So the Gotham Knights one, I think it can be cool, provided everything is in line and it works. The only thing that bothers me, and this is what's going to bother me with Suicide Squad, is the way WB is going to handle the post-release content and DLC, because I didn't like how they did it with Arkham Knight. And with Arkham Origins, even though I thought it was a decent enough game, the fact that they prioritized the DLC over fixing the console versions, I think that's what turned people off. But I mean, I think it'll be cool for a playthrough, again, play with a friend. Suicide Squad, I don't know. I don't have an opinion on it because, like y'all said, we don't even know what it's going to be. Yeah. Could it be like a shooter? I mean, I think this one is not going to be more like the Arkham games. I think every character is going to play like we've never seen before in an Arkham series. But they were talking like, you'll have this campaign and it'll be all 4 of them. There'll be AI. So it's kind of going to be like Left 4 Dead in a sense, just drop in, drop out. Y'all do that. So it could be fun. We have 2 years to go. So what materializes from now to then, we'll just have to see. But if I had to take a guess, I think that one's going to be more of the service route where they'll go and do those sort of things, which we'll just have to see. 2 years, long time.
2 years, long time. It'll be 7 years at that point.
Oh yeah, absolutely, bro.
Since
Arkham. So when it comes to this,
get at it.
We're talking about Arkham Knights, right?
Well,
that was Suicide Squad you're talking about,
the Gotham Suicide Squad games.
That game's gonna be hot garbage.
I just straight up called it out.
Nothing about that trailer screamed like I need to play this. Like if that's your thing, go play it. Like now, I liked what Suicide Squad. Like I like the concept behind what's going on there, but the fact that both of these games will be games as a service. Like, can we please stop with these games as a service? Like,
not first one is not a game as a service.
No, it definitely screamed games as a service to me.
Oh my god!
It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Like, I ain't trying to play none of that stuff.
So none of them interested you is basically your point.
Suicide Squad, like the concept of fighting Superman seemed interesting. But I don't know, man. Nothing like the movies. I like the movies. I like the Wonder Woman trailer more. I liked all of them.
Yes, we understand why. We understand why, sir. We understand why, sir.
He's shooting his shot.
Yeah, he's shooting a shot. Continuously.
Oh my god!
Shout out to what's that name?
Ridiculous. Naked cheetahs.
Yeah.
Exactly. Ridiculous, man.
So get the joint. Let's get King.
We have King One Supreme with the $5 super chat. Saints Row 4 is how Superman game can play. Same with that game Undefeated. Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. We all caught.
No. Scrub Nurse, right?
Scrub. We got Scrub.
We got Scrub.
So let's get King. Get in there, man. Let's get your thoughts on the games.
Okay. All right. So when I saw the trailer, 4K trailer pop up, boom, I'm like, oh god. Right. So I made sure I turned the lights off, right? And I had my little drink in my hand, and I'm sitting there shaking.
Why you gotta turn the lights off?
Because that's how you watch cinematic experiences with 77-inch television. So.
Oh god!
So you wouldn't know anything about that.
You turn
77-inch television.
You turn the light down low you turn the light down low and you get that full bass, with the bowl sound. Boom. You understand? I'm in a movie theater, sir. Anyway,
pocket watching segment. Continue.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he back at it again.
All I asked is why you didn't
just let me live, man.
And I'm pocket watching.
I got to instigate. Time.
I tell him how to watch
his Continue, sir.
All right. So anyway, I turned the lights off like I said. And I hit the play button.
With the lights off, correct?
Yo. This guy. Yo, I got goosebumps when he said, if you're getting this message, I'm dead. Like I'm like, yo, they're doing it. They're doing it. And I said, well, we're gonna probably just get CGI. We're not gonna get any gameplay.
Yeah, you're Mr. Gameplay. You hate
CGI. I'm getting goosebumps now. I said, first of all, first thing that popped in my head is, oh, I'm definitely gonna go buy this Batgirl statue. That's one. I want to know which Robin this is. Is this Damian or who's this Robin?
Tim Drake.
Tim Drake.
Okay.
I'm not up to date on like the whole Superman and like anything that like in Batman. I thought Nightwing was Robin. Like
he was.
Yeah,
he was the first Robin.
He's the first.
Yeah, he matured into his whole different.
He's pretty much the one that took over Batman's plate after.
No,
Batman
he didn't. He just hated Batman.
Jesus Christ, I'm so confused.
Yeah. Anyway. This is not a DC tutorial. So when I saw
it's a showing that you have to turn your lights off to enjoy it.
I'm sorry. You can't turn the lights off to watch TV.
IPS, sir.
Right.
Your IPS are high. Continue.
Thank you. Let me get my part so I can just move on. Out. So anyway, when I'm seeing it, and then I'm seeing the cinematic aspects to it, and then I seen the drop-in instant co-op, I said, oh, this is what I'm talking about. Now, no longer do I have to sit there. Like if my son want to play, he could just jump in and play right there. Or somebody's online and they see me playing, they want to jump in, they can play. And I saw different aspects of every character, like how Batgirl plays like Batman. She's the more traditional when it comes to Batman. Tim Drake, he plays more like a techie type of guy because he's able to teleport with short distances. Red Hood is going to have the gun, so he's going to probably be your range character. And I don't know how Nightwing works. He probably is more of the melee character, like fast combat, stronger. So I saw they still kept the cinematic aspects to it, and it blew me away. The level of anticipation for the game is super high. I'm a fan of what they do. I'm a fan of the genre. I'm a fan of Batman games in general. So I'm definitely sold.
Dope.
Now, the Suicide Squad stuff. When I saw nothing but CGI, I kind of figured, and I said, who are they using? That's going to let me know the world that they're in, right? And then when I saw they using Shark, and I saw how Harley Quinn looked, I said, okay, they're using the Elseworld type of feel. What sold it that it was going to be not canon was Superman's suit. But if you look at his suit, it's not the canon suit. It's like from Injustice type of suit. And I said, maybe this is the prequel to Injustice for right before Superman goes off the deep end. And I said, if they play that aspect of it, they got a winner. I don't know what the game is going to be. And like I said, maybe it's like different characters do different things. And you see Deadshot, the way he's using his guns and stuff without looking and shooting. That's a good aspect in Boomerang. So I'm going to have fun with that game when it comes out, whatever it might be. I'm definitely going to try it. But I was happy to know that they're going to take risks with it because they're going to actually probably kill Superman and kill Wonder Woman. When it's not canon, they kill them.
Yeah, we're gonna see, man. It's interesting.
I thought it was like rumored in the same rumor. It said that like a lot of the bigger name people in the DC, like they don't die. Like Superman just grabs them and takes them away.
You mean in Injustice, they don't really kill anybody? Yeah, I mean,
there's no.
what I do know is that Rocksteady said that this is definitely continuing the Arkham verse. So the events that happen at the end of Arkham Knight, you'll see the impact of that in what happens with these characters. Different to what WB Montreal said, that even though it's the circumstances seem similar to the end of Arkham Knight, it is a different timeline. So it has nothing to do with that. So I don't know. This is a game that to me looked very much like a games as a service thing. The fact that they're going to take 7 years to make it makes me think like there's some server stuff that they need to work on. So and like King said, when you look at the lineup, the only one that kind of sticks out like a sore thumb is King Shark, right? And it's just because the other ones have been parts of a variety of different Suicide Squad teams. So when you look at King Shark and just his build or whatever, you see him as a tank character, right? So so if these characters are gonna sort of be placed in classes, and the gameplay is gonna be kind of revolve around that, then it makes sense that you would have this sort of tank character along with this melee character. But one thing they specified that they really talked about was the gun combat. The gun combat was going to be prevalent in this game overall, which was a little strange to me. I was like, so they're all going to have sort of long range weapons
and
and
making it a shooter, like same shooter mechanics.
So not much to talk about there. Interesting. Again, a lot of people I've seen people online saying, oh, this already looks better than the WB game, and I'm like, you didn't see anything. What are you talking about? Like,
Xbox buy these guys?
It's just like,
stupid.
I've seen all of it, and I'm like, yo, some people are really out there hating just for the sake of hating. Like,
to be honest with you, though, I know this is gonna be an unpopular opinion, but I think that CGI of Suicide Squad looked better than that Marvel game coming out this month.
Y'all disrespectful.
Marvel game looks like that kind of game I launched just to take a picture of the title screen just to talk shit about it on Twitter. Like,
man. Neil, you down with the slant? Oh, man.
I am absolutely down. Yo, listen. I don't know any of y'all who think like waiting to download a 30 gigabyte beta is fun, and then the game is not fun. I don't know where they do that at, but man, you know what? God bless everybody. It's Sunday. I ain't gonna.
I have a feeling that Marvel game is gonna follow a similar path that Anthem followed.
Everybody has been trying to get me to download that beta. I saw it said 30 something.
Yo, shout out to FC Violent being messy. He's like, yo, I like him myself. Yeah, that's that DC. I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing, FC.
Y'all better go to his channel and sub.
Y'all better sub to Neo, man. Good content. But look, let's move on. We got this last topic. So I'll get this up to them, and then we got last topic.
We got Gamer by Choice with the $2 super chat. King flexing those 50-inch pythons. 50-inch TV pythons. Yeah. Woo! We have Echelon the Dark with the $5 super chat. If Xbox buys BlackMythWukong and Bright Memory, they'll have 2 next level coders and 2 Chinese studios to help penetrate the Asian market. That is a beautiful segue into the final topic.
So we'll start out with the super chat so we can talk about what I want to talk about.
Right. Yes, sir. Yes.
Here we go. You know nothing about the Monkey King.
Oh, here. Why are you fronting hate on my joint, son?
Let's just start it off with this.
Why are you mad at my joint, though?
I'm not mad at your joint. I'm just saying let's keep it a buck.
I never said I was some expert, though. I can't like it, though. I can't like it.
It looked nice. Let's go.
Listen,
you don't just like that. You haven't stopped talking about this.
Like you wasn't on Fall Guys, sir.
Oh man, let's be real.
Anyway, like I was saying, shout out to my WuKong guards in the realm right now. You know what I'm saying? We've been waiting for our moment patiently. But yeah, man.
Got like 3 people in the chat interested.
Yo, you hating.
It's just getting a lot of traction.
Listen, man, this was definitely one of the biggest surprises this week, man. And yeah, definitely the case. BlackMythWukong, new Dark Souls. Should we say Souls-like solve?
No,
I wouldn't say that.
Okay, I don't know what the terminology
like
is.
Mechanics,
right? So action RPG draws inspiration from the classic epic Chinese.
Hold up. I apologize. Welcome Echelon the Darkness to the realm. Welcome.
Let's put them horns.
I like
the
that
horns
name.
up.
Put them horns.
Put the horns up, man. Put the
I
horns
like
up.
that name.
Yeah, that's dope. Salute and welcome to the realm. Welcome to the realm. So yeah, man. Again, based on that old, like I said, the mythology, the Chinese novel, Journey to the West. And yeah, developed by I call them affectionately the game science. Almost reminds me, King, remember this? Remember Gotcha Man? It's like the game science ninja team. That's what it sounds like to me, the game science. You know what I'm saying? So salute to them, man. Again, this thing, I hate a horn site. Salute to them again in the realm. But yeah, man, so again, this thing came out, relatively small team. I think they were originally with Tencent, then they had some other games that they developed prior. And this thing took over the internet. I mean, the amount
for like 3 hours. I'm joking. Keep going.
Yeah,
hold on. Let's give another shout out to my man Super G.
Hey,
that's the homie.
Yeah, that's the homie.
That's the homie, man.
Shout out to you. I'm glad that you're doing great, brother. Yeah. And I see you trying to get that Xbox Series X now.
well, considering you guys are in the realm, you might want to stay to the end of the show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. So look, this thing definitely, broke the internet. I believe the view count. There's a Chinese affiliate. I think it's called Bilby or something like that. I forgot what the name of it. But
yeah, I'm watching it right now. It's got over 3 million.
3 million views, and on YouTube it's shattered. So I just wanted to bring this to the realm. what are our thought process on it? What do we feel about it? And then something I actually put a tweet out, and I have put I said Phil Dominus. Paging Phil Dominus. You know what I'm saying?
Got a lot of hate for that.
And I got, actually, it got more positive than hate. It kind of went viral, this tweet. I was just being silly, saying something that Microsoft should look into, because I believe it is coming to next generation platforms as well as cloud streaming platforms as well. Currently on Unreal Engine 4 that this is done. And so let's get Neil right in. First, did you see the trailer, and what are your thoughts about it, in general?
Hold on, apologies.
Yes. Yeah, go ahead.
We got Pixel Bit G with the $2 super chat. WuKong was the best game shown for E3 2020.
Facts. Facts.
And then we have to welcome another member to the realm, Michael Askew. Welcome to the realm.
Lord Skew. What's up? I know Skew. What's up, Skill? What's going on? Salute.
Put some of them horns in
the chat, man.
The horns and the shields. I noticed that's what people are doing.
All new members, please stick around to the end of the show to make sure that you watch the video so you can understand how you can win that Xbox Series X. Let's go.
Facts. Salute. We got some cool members in the realm. That's what's up. So, yeah, back to you, Lord Neil. Black Myth, WuKong, what you feel? What's your vibes on it, man?
Dude, I'm digging it. I love all the stories about Journey to the West and things like that. And it's a shame that it hasn't been fully realized now in a full big budget game. And the fact that they're doing this, it looks great. It'll be interesting to see, because did they set a date for it at all?
No, this is still in development. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So depending on if they transition this to Unreal Engine 5 or not, it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. But yeah, the Chinese market is booming. It's growing. And just this game coming out and just taking the internet by storm, regardless of whether or not it's 3 hours or not, it just reaffirms why a first impression is just so dang important.
Preach.
And you need to nail that, even if it's for a game that's not coming out for 2 years. You got to get people on board, because there's already people saying oh great, yes, this is a game that I want to play in a few years. I love it. So I'm excited to see what comes from this, and potentially what'll happen in the future as far as other studios, because it's been mainly this generation they've been booming.
Yes,
but if you have a game that just puts them on the map, Sony and Microsoft, they're gonna start looking into things.
Bruh, facts. That's what I'm talking about, man. Chinese developers are on the rise right now. Let's get Attic, the perpetual hater. What is your feeling, sir, of Black Myth?
I think when it comes down to it, I just got to see more in terms of because I saw the boss fight where he fought the werewolf thing. And I like the way it looked. I just got to see, how variety of different kind of boss fights mechanics are in. For the most part, I saw that clone move he did. That was cool.
Wasting all the clones out of these,
look how excited this man is.
Why can't I be excited? Damn.
But, I'm just joking. I don't care what you're excited about, man. But So when it comes down to it, I got to see more stuff like that, more uniqueness. I'm not trying to.
You said that about Ghost of Tsushima, sir. And it ended up
and I just want to say I gave it a thought. Did I not?
Yes, you did. I just want to be clear that this is similar to what you did.
They're trying to back me in a corner.
When I got excited about Ghost of Tsushima, this is what you did. I just want to be clear. Continue. Me and him being messy.
I got to see more on it, but it looks like a decent game. I just got to see more on terms of how the boss mechanics are.
All right, no doubt.
Fair enough.
Perpetual hater number 2, Lord King. I just gotta get him in right quick. Let's get the hate right out the way. Let's go.
Well, as far as hate, I'm just calling you a fraud because you don't know nothing about the Monkey King. I'm just like,
oh, that's right. Because King is. If I don't know the exact source material, I can't like it.
I mean, it's on
Netflix. If I wasn't there buying the comic book at day one, I'm not allowed to like it.
I mean, it's on Netflix. Go check it out. I'm just saying.
You messy.
Yo, no. When I saw it and it was like, because somebody tagged me and I'm like, what this? Somebody tagged me.
It was probably Cognito that tagged you.
Yes, no, it was Sensu Sage. It was Sensu.
Yeah, Sensu. Salute. Doing the Lord's work.
Salute. Yeah, he hit me up and when he tagged me, Phil, and somebody. Oh, excuse me, Phil Dominus Maximus, soon to be Aurelius. So, when he tagged me, I'm like, what's this? So I clicked it, and then I said, what is this little bug? And the little bug is flying, and I'm like, yo, this bug look all clean, man. This look clean. And then I noticed that it was current gen. All right, so a lot of people looked at it was like, oh, this is next gen gameplay. No, buddy.
Current gen.
That was current gen gameplay. That was not next gen gameplay. When you saw the fur on the boss, it was current gen. But what I like in place that the fact that they was using Unreal Engine and what is explained to us by Tim Sweeney himself, the bully. He is affectionately called the bully. He says that going from Unreal Engine 4 is a whole lot easier than from 3 to 4, from 4 to 5. So adding all that extra bells and whistles, polishing it up all the way through, because the game looks like concept, design, and execution is there. They're looking for polish, and usually polish and bug testing takes a year or 18 months. During that period of time, and we don't know, given this pandemic, exactly what. But being that it's an individual that was working on it or smaller team, they're able to work a lot more efficiently than larger teams because they get tested. They're in the same space and they can work together and get a lot more things achieved. Now, when I saw the transitions, I saw the parrying, I saw. When he beat a foe, he absorbed their.
They took the fire staff,
right, and that fire came into play when he was fighting the Furbies.
And then you see the fire on the
yes. I love the level of attention to detail. When he was going to finish the wolf character, and his future self, God mode, showed up and it automatically threw me for a loop. I'm like, how are they existing in the same plane? So what's going automatically? I said, what's going on? So when he did his jitsu and he had multi-clones, that was awesome to me. I saw when it was fighting. I was like, yo, Naruto feels all over my body. I'm like, this is definitely what they need. Now, everybody calling out Microsoft should buy them. Yeah, listen, in an ideal world, you want your console of choice to get them, right? Good. What I want is that it definitely makes it over to a console. I don't care which console gets it, to be honest with you. I just want it to get published. I want them to get the backing that they need because he put his best foot forward. That is probably the best looking thing I've seen this year. Yeah. Out of all these
that's what I was about to say. That's what got me so hyped. I know Addict getting on me, but I gotta cut you because it's like, let's be real. And there's no disrespect to PlayStation 5 or Series X, right? We know these things are gonna be beasts. But I felt coming in, I haven't got that feeling like, yo, the next gen is here. In this current gen game, you could have lied to me and said that this was next gen, and I would have been like, yo, the next gen gonna be crazy, son. Yo, you ain't see when he was fighting 500 dudes, and you could only do that with the teraflops possible with the next gen console, son. Like, I would have been capping. Yo, you ain't see the SSD, the velocity architecture, son. When he fought all those gods, it's only possible, son. Like, I would.
The amount of capping this man.
No, I swear to God, that's all the stuff that I heard. Everything that he said right there has been on my timeline. Yo, it's flavor, baby.
They could have lied to me, and I would have been capping. Like, yo, I see it, son. I see the NVMe right there.
Just out of curiosity,
NVMe.
You think this game look next gen,
bro? It is.
Like
you know what it
shine
is?
on the bug butt.
Yeah,
the shine on the bug butt.
Also, the sense of scale.
It was a level of polish in the demo.
And that boy, you saw that boy saw when he flying on the cloud.
When he's flying on the cloud, and that to me, when he was fighting like the 100 dudes on the cloud,
yes,
he was in God mode. I was like,
whoa. And did you see that stage? Well, I don't know what stage it was, where it looked like it was 4 like almost celestials or godlike creatures that was ready to get it in with him. And I'm like, the scale of this game and the very low, I'm like, yo, what's going on? Like, somebody got to get him the bag, bro. Like,
all right. So let me ask the chat something real quick, because I'm curious how many people in the chat. All right, all the people in the chat. I was going to do this like a members, but we're just going to do it just 1 and 2. Put a 1 if you think this game look next gen, and put a 2 if you do not think this game look next gen.
Yeah, that's a good question. That's a good question. But I'm sorry, continue, King. I was getting too hyped.
No. That was it. That was the Listen, I can't say more things about the game that you're gonna say. Everybody saw the same thing. We feel the same way about the game. We want to see more. We want to know where it's gonna be. How can we attain playing this game?
Look at those ones in the chat.
They out there, man.
Flame, you a fraud.
The only thing that showed me that it was current gen was when I saw the fur mechanics on a couple of the characters.
I feel you.
And I saw that and I was like, oh, but everything else looked absolutely ridiculous. The particle effects, everything.
I'm being messy. But look, let's get solved.
All these ones, they clearly have a switch and they got cataracts.
Oh,
God. Wow.
So
we got mods with the $10 super chat. That game looked dope.
Shout out to LordsOfGaming.net on Mods Gaming. Salute. Continue.
That's it.
All right, Soft, let's get your thoughts, then I get mine, and we can run out of
here. Taking those 1.5s and I'm making them 2s, by the way.
You're rounding up. Okay, we have JD Game with $2 super chat. Microsoft shut Sony up and give them these guys and give these guys the bag.
Phil, get on the phone. Stop playing. Go ahead.
I've always been a big fan of the Monkey King lore, Sun Wukong, The Journey to the West. Like I read the novelization, back. So to see it brought to life in this way is kind of bonkers, because when you have a Chinese team working on it, right, what you can expect is that even the minutia of the lore is going to make its way into the game in a way that they understand more than anyone else. So to see those things like it's like the God mode transformation and the battles up in the clouds and stuff, this is the fantasy that I want to see from a Wukong story, from a Wukong game. Absolutely go bonkers. So when I saw that, I was like, wow, they're really doing it. So when you mentioned like a kind of a Souls-like thing, you know what it felt like to me? Because I know King didn't like necessarily the direction where God of War went.
Yeah, it felt like God of War.
It felt like old God of War, right?
Yeah.
It felt like God of War 3 amped up, and what King wanted it to be this generation.
Yeah.
Because there's parts where you see him scaling this big giant as well, right?
Yes.
I forgot that. Yeah.
It had all of those elements in it in a way. And what it also did was, right, if you have any sort of, not any beef with old God of War, is that after a while the combat didn't feel super rewarding. Like you would see these massive like fights or whatever, but the combat didn't feel rewarding in the way like that your enemies were really able to hurt you. Like you were destroying them, right? So what I see in this is that the enemies are very capable, right? In a way, and I'm, people are gonna be mad at me, but that's why I've fallen off a little bit on Ghost of Tsushima, because Ghost of Tsushima, like I'm playing the game on hard, And I still feel like it's a parry fest. Like it's a parry fest, attack, parry, attack, parry, attack. It doesn't feel, except for when you're doing like the one-on-ones, where it feels like there's more of a back and forth. It gets sort of samey. With these, it seems like every character, right? Boss characters you meet along the way, they're gonna be somewhat of a challenge, right? But not necessarily the same way the Dark Souls game is.
Yeah.
From what I saw, I was impressed. I want to see more of that. I want to see these guys get the bag and bring it over and get the shine they deserve. Yeah. So I hope it happens.
Yeah. Let's get the super chat. Then I'll say my final comment on it.
JD Gamer. Oh, hold on. We jumped a little bit. JD, $2 super chat. Microsoft. Oh, we did that one already. Have Michael Askew with the $5 super chat. The game, mark my knees, will not come out on current gen. This is pre-alpha, and the dev team is still trying to up their staff to 30 people. Fire. So Perry, we make current gen. And we have JD Gaming with the $5 super chat. One of my favorite games was Ninja Theory's Enslaved Odyssey to the West. Yes, Enslaved was fantastic. Yeah. I need this game remade and the sequel. Who's with me?
Okay. No, fair enough. Look, I'll get my final bars off. Obviously, I know I'm super hyped for this thing. I just want to salute the Chinese devs.
That's an understatement.
I don't know why this man is mad at my excitement, but anyway, salute to the Chinese devs on the come up, because again, you seeing what's coming out of there, and no disrespect, they've always been kind of entrenched in the mobile space, and I think that what's dope about this is, especially, this is why I got excited about Bright Memory Infinite. This is the same kind of a situation. I believe that was like one person, but this is another smaller team. It looks like they finally have the tools to now jump into the AAA space, and that excites me to see this level of polish and detail. And it was so crazy because the team, they were surprised by all the positive feedback they were getting, right? Yep. And what happened is one of the devs, the lead dev on it, Neo, was like, hey, we apologize. The water physics wasn't right, the music. And I'm like, bro, this was the greatest thing this year. Like, you good. Like, the world loved. And he's like, we're going to go back in hiding and make it right. And I'm like, no, y'all lit. Like, don't worry. Like, you good. You know what I'm saying? So it was real cool to see. So again, seeing that these guys finally getting those levels of tools as far as the technology, and I believe a lot of the traditional Western powerhouses like Ubisoft and Epic Games, they're starting to train these guys, like these highly skilled developers in operations in China. So they're on the come up, man. So it's good to see. And like I said, Bright Memory Infinite, there's another game, I believe it was Lost Soul Aside or something like that. So, yeah, man, they're on the come up. So keep an eye on that. Shout out to the Game Science Ninja team. Gotcha, Bond, I'm calling them for now. And I can't wait to see this thing. But that's all I got on it. Anything we got left, fellas, we roll up out of here, man.
Let's give them the bag. Let's keep Tencent away from them.
Give them the bag. Phil, do what you got to do, even if it's a tongue exclusive. Do what you got to do. These are the games. My last point is these are the games that get people excited. Like, you want that level. When you see in that level of engagement as far as YouTube and all this other stuff, give them the bag, let them work, and people, trust me, you get these type of games, people will come and flock to the system, man. But anyway, that's what I got. Stitch, and let's get out of here.
We got Stitch with the $5 super chat. A disclaimer should have been added. Black Myth not captured on the TCL. Have a great day.
Wow. Yo. Ain't messy, bro. So look, let's get the poll on the new ILP poll. With his latest reveals at DCFanDome of Suicide Squad and Gotham Knights, which has you most excited for release? The choices are A, Suicide Squad, team up shooters to kill the good guys. B, Gotham Knights post Batman for the win. Or C, I don't care, stop these games as a service, superhero games, killing my single player experiences. That was for song. That is the question. Those other choices, please rock that when it goes up on the ILP Twitter. Lord NeoGameSpark rocking out with us the whole marathon, kept him hostage. Salute to him for his patience and his stamina. But absolute pleasure to have you in the realm, man. Where can people find you, and what do you have going on, sir?
Of course. So y'all can find me. My name is pretty much the same across everything. It's just at NeoGameSpark, youtube.com/NeoGameSpark. That's where I like to frolic and congregate. As far as videos to expect this week, I got a couple of topics that I wanted to cover. Of course, every Monday I do the Ask Neo weekly Q&A.
Yes, sir.
And this is... I don't know why I'm mentioning this, but I gotta say, in terms of merch, y'all got a really good store.
Oh wow, thank
you. Thank you.
Yeah, like the gyms are gonna be opening up here in New York soon, and these tank tops looking nice.
Let's go. You see me out here, I'm modeling them, trying to sell them.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Y'all got the different colorways, so I'm just like, yo, I gotta support the homies because I don't say this often because you know me, I just try to be real, but this has definitely been like the best podcast experience that I've ever been on, like from beginning to end. Like it's just nonstop laughs, jokes, inside jokes, everything. That TCL thing, my God.
Yo, bro, you don't have no idea how much that means to hear that from us. We're so humbled and just to have you around. You taking the time out of your day, you know what I'm saying, to come out and hang with us, watch us be silly. I told you gonna have some fun. I did. He's not ready for what he about to get into, but to hear you guys, to hear our peers say that, it means a lot. And again, brother, keep doing what you're doing. So proud of you. Like just to see your journey, how long you've been doing it, and then the objectivity and obviously the magic moments, these milestones that you're hitting. Super proud. Again, setting the lane for IGN for us, and, you know, things that we can aspire to. So keep up the fantastic way. You know we got to bring it back. You know that got to happen at some point in the future.
Of course. Y'all know. Just hit me up on here.
We'll make sure you're back for our TLC. That's gonna happen again.
TLC.
You know what's funny?
Your TV
He's the kind of person that when I upgrade my TV, he never brings up TLC ever again.
Shout out to TCL again. Oh, shout out to One Bad Mother with the super chat. Facts, Calm. Little dude's going to compete with AAA production values next gen. What does that mean for Game Pass? It means Phil need to drop the bag off and get it.
That mean that Game Pass gonna have all those games in there too.
That's what I need. I need that. But
so if Phil drops the bag and it's not in Game Pass,
that's
is that
fine.
a W?
That's stupid. That don't make no sense.
No, but timed exclusive. I'm cool.
If Phil drops the bag, it's in Game Pass.
Yeah, we'll see.
He don't care about nothing else other than that Game Pass.
Because it's Medium and Game Pass soft? I'm not sure.
If it ain't, it's not getting played.
You know what's funny?
I
went into the store yesterday, right? I went into the store yesterday, and I'm checking what's on Game Pass. And certain things come up on Game Pass already. Medium does not come up with the logo.
Bye. They said everything will be in Game Pass.
No, remember Medium was I can't remember. Medium was a third-party show. Anyway.
No, it was the third-party showcase, and they showed it again.
Okay, well, you know what? It better show up in Game Pass. That's all.
Chat says it's in Game Pass. Rank G4 files with chat. TCL sounds like a sports injury. Yo, y'all stupid.
You gotta train TCL.
I got a sprain teeth.
I can't move. My TCL hurt. I can't move.
Yo, we gonna get cease and desist. Time we gonna get Lord Addict. Where can the find you? What you got going on, sir?
You can find me hiding from the TCL police. You can also find me on Twitter, Lord Addict ILP. You can find me at YouTube at Gaming Addict. I'm going to probably be posting a video about PlayStation Now and Game Pass. I think it's time that I compare those two because I found my PlayStation. It was missing for like 2 weeks, but that's besides the fact. So definitely want to appreciate Neil for coming on. I want to thank all the people in the chat for coming through. Definitely was up there. We already have 174 likes. Try to get that to 200 by the end of the podcast so we can make this man king.
Make King get it.
First of all, it's 300. Stop trying to lower it.
300.
No, let's get that to 200 to get him in. Get out of here with that,
I said let's try to get 200 before the end of the podcast. Oh my God.
Not gonna happen. You're done, son.
Look at you. Let's see, we have a whole week. You playing that game.
Continue, Addict.
But definitely want to appreciate everyone coming by. You guys come through every week. We try to give as good as the shows we possibly can, and you guys seem to enjoy it. So we're gonna keep doing what we do. We'll see you next week.
No doubt. Yo, they funny with the jokes. They suffering from bad TCL.
Yeah, right.
What I'll even do is when I get the overalls. I do a sneak peek. I'll post a Twitter of what Lord Addict, the trucker addict, looks like. That way you know what you're going to have.
You get a preview.
Lord, where can the people find you, sir?
You know where I'm going. I'm going to work. So that's what I'm going to do.
Bro, I got to start getting ready for work.
Yeah, there you go.
Sunday work is damn.
The struggle is real.
They're probably off on Friday.
Not me. I'm off most of Saturday. But big shout out to Neo, man. My man, I so proud of your journey. So happy for the success you're having. Shout out to NY, obviously.
Woo! New York in the building. Let's go.
Listen,
New York content creators.
All too often in this community, you will find people that find a lot of success by being oftentimes negative. It's not everybody, but oftentimes negative, polarizing, saying things just to sort of polarize one base or another.
Facts.
It is refreshing and well-deserved that someone who can be objective about this and just talk about things the way that they are. That's it. Finding success, man. So happy for you. Thank you for coming on the show today. Really, really appreciate your time.
Salute. You already know. And of course, the super chats are rolling in. City Smith follows with every TCL sold, an angel loses its wing. Stop the madness. They are loose in the chat on TCL. They loose. And of course, I'm sorry, Saul. You said?
No, I would not be. I say cease and desist. I would not be surprised.
No, we're getting a cease and desist from TSC. Once they get a hold of this podcast, it's over for us.
No, they're just gonna send me a TV and try to change my mind.
They're gonna send you they're gonna send King of TV to review.
You better send me something that rivals the rival.
It was crazy is that they're like, Addict already got a TLC. Let's send one to King.
Yo,
and King literally gonna use it as a coffee table.
What is this TLC that you got?
TCL,
I
sir.
showed you my TLC.
TCL, sir.
You got the bootleg version of the bootleg?
Yeah, we ain't going into that time.
Anyway, Lord King, man, where can I find people find you? What you got going on, sir?
You can first. I would like to say, oh man, brother, when you popped up on my timeline, I couldn't tell too many people about. I couldn't tell enough people about you, right? And I'm like, because usually I get the toxic PlayStation fans, and it's just a negative thing when it comes to it. So going into the video, I'm like, oh, what this guy got to say? And then I'm watching, I'm like, oh, subscribe. It's like, oh, subscribe. And it wasn't subscribe because you were saying stuff that were in line with my opinions of the gaming console that I choose. It was because you were just being real. Yeah. It was just factual. And it wasn't no cap. It was just real. Then I watched other videos and I said, this guy is genuine.
Facts.
You are New York bred and born real.
Yeah.
And I swear I salute you. And it is fantastic to see you doing exactly what you're doing, especially as a content creator of color. Thank you so much, sir, for conducting yourself in the most professional manner.
Way. Yeah, that's
beautiful.
That's a big point. Yeah, man.
So you guys can catch me on Twitter at King David OTW. Same thing with Xbox Live, King David OTW on PlayStation.
What's your PlayStation tag, sir?
Is Xbox 360 Lover 01. I am not trolling. You can catch me there. I got some Maji cases that came in, so this stuff is gonna start coming down. They're gonna start seeing the display cases that I am putting up. I did the back room, that's done. The front room is done. So the majority of the statues is going in the back. So I got enough space to fill up 100 more statues out that way, and at least 70 to 80 statues here. So I'm gonna start putting the Maji cases together. I got the statue that came in. That's why you didn't get anything this week. Because everything has to be put together. So I'm trying to debate if I'm going to do one statue video and a Maji case video, so you can see how to properly keep your. I'm trying to get Cog to get a Maji case because he got that surfer on Prio. But yo, listen, see you guys next week. Thank you guys for rocking out. Watch the video at the end. If you don't know about the giveaway that we do have with LordsofGaming.net and Iron Lords podcast, with association with CatDaddyFatStacks. Xbox Series X will get to your hands and you could be a lucky winner. Absolutely. So please stay tuned and just watch the video at the end.
Yeah, man. So you already know LordCognito here again. It was lit, super lit. Again, we shot some fun stuff playing in the realm, some things cooking up. Please stay tuned. Next week should also be a fun show. Yo, everybody enjoy your Sunday. Thanks for rocking out all the way to the end. We're gonna leave you with this promo, like King said, and we out of here. Peace.
Hi, I'm Lord King David of Iron Lords Podcast. And we're bringing to you an exciting new giveaway. This giveaway is like none other. we'll be giving away an Xbox Series X. That's right, you heard me right. The brand new console launching from Microsoft this year. Well, this is how you're able to be part of that giveaway. There's 2 ways to get your name thrown in the hat for the raffle. 1, become a member of the realm. That's hit that join button, hit that join button. You hit that join button down at the bottom and you can become a member. And also, another way is by becoming a Patreon member, so you can be part of the realm as well. Now, this is brought to you by CatDaddyFatStacks, a member and Lord of the realm, a very generous person that's in our community, and this community is beautiful. So remember, you can have 1 entry by hitting that join button and becoming a member of the realm. And also, you can have another entry by being a Patreon. Now, you said, King, what if I'm a member of both? Well, your name gets thrown in the hat 2 times. So please, like, follow, and subscribe. Join, or become a Patreon member, or become both. And your name is in the hat to get that Xbox Series X. That's the Who Did That For You sweepstakes. This is wonderful. This is something that I'm sure that you will enjoy. Oh, man.